Hola and welcome everybody to Monday Night Fire Shrike. Is everybody ready for the all singing episode?
I was not
Uh,
Hold
prepared.
up. I would take time off for that. You need to warn
I
me. I
just
would.
remember I have to do something. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
I'm like, yeah,
uh,
it would be the
all
singing
right,
episode with just
let me
Oliver Bird. Everyone else would leave, and
just
I would just
start.
be here.
Yeah. Um, I'd be here with you, buddy. It's all good.
Yeah.
Um, the All right, so we get basically the we start off with like we do sort of the recap bit. We get you know Xander and Shaba and Loyalty landing on this moon with this detention center, and we see them we get them kind of sneaking up and in. Um, we get like we get the stellar flare like moving through like space with meetings with the with Vesa and Zai and Qualu, and we also get like like Shaba and Loyalty Dash Zero being sort of discovered. We get like Xander running as the shield like expands behind him. We get the Spitfire full of the Cosmic Curve Cabal's soldiers and tech specialists and whatnot. Um, and the we get like the showdown, a little bit of the showdown between first showdown, round one between Shaba and Inquisitor Flep, where there's first the shock grenade, and then was it used snap, and then like they traded pull punches with like sort of glowing energy around their hands. Shaba lands the first one, um, and manages to overcome the resistance. His Inquisitor Flep's resistances, but an entire team, a fire team of Curve Cabal, start shooting at her, hitting her a few times as she teleports away. As Loyalty Dash Zero phases through the ground, and cloaks and phases through the grounds, and then Shaba, doing the like her teleport, and we get a little bit of the stellar flare showing up and talking with Inquisitor Flep, and we get like a cutaway of Shaba and Loyalty Dash Zero attacking, uh, the Cosmic Curve Cabal outside of the Spitfire, with Xander sort of like manacled, cuffed, and sort of like taken prisoner. And then we get like the Fire Shrike logo, and we come back in. And when we come back in, we come back to we come back to the bridge of the Fire Shrike, or not the Fire Shrike, the Spitfire, or not the Spitfire, the Stellar Flare. Too many ship names. The Stellar Flare, where Zai and Vesa, you guys are sort of on deck and on the bridge, and you've kind of just finished your conversation with Inquisitor Flep, um, who well, no, you hadn't. Yeah, okay. With your for
We had
initial
not.
conversation. No, you hadn't talked to Inquisitor Flep.
No,
Okay.
he said
Yeah,
we had to wait the day, and we were like, "Can we
yeah,
come down?" And they were like, "No." And we said, "Please," and they were like, "No," and then they hung up.
yeah, yeah. That's right. Okay, so yeah. Um, so you're kind of waiting to get a call back from Inquisitor Flep. Um, and you've been, and we're kind of on the heels of that. What are you guys doing with the interim time? Are you going to make plans and preparations? Are you going to kind of wait? Do you have
Hmm.
other conversations you need to have amongst yourselves? Um,
Well, once again, I see our main problem is because they have control of the Spitfire, we can't just go down to the planet on our own.
Right.
So basically, we're stuck. And after we get the Spitfire back, or we have to make a new Spitfire, dear, because I'm sure I'm still with face of drinking at this point. I'm drinking. I don't know if she
Yeah.
is. And and I don't know, Lee, where are you?
Mm-hmm. What were we talking about?
Um,
And Oliver, where are you at too? Are you on the bridge
oh
or
yeah.
med bay?
Um,
And do you call
Probably.
him?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go. You finish what you're saying.
Probably in med bay
All right.
because
And
I
you
don't
guys,
quite know everything that's going on.
you
But
guys holler at him to join you?
Yes. In fact, yeah. Oliver, come to the galley. Sorry. Doot 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 doot.
yeah, I answer. Go for
Hello,
Oliver.
Oliver. Would you please come to the galley? Click.
Someone remind me what a galley is, by the way.
Like
It's
the
the mess
way we
hall.
eat.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
the mess hall. Cool, cool. I was like, that's not the prison, isn't it? All right, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
head
Yeah.
there.
Yes, come down to the prison. No.
I come down to the prison. I need you to inspect a corner of this cell.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, oh dear.
Oliver, please report to the airlock. No, no. Just kidding.
Now, if they
Too
so were
soon. Too
asked,
soon.
I mean,
Mm.
you know.
hey Oliver, can you come to the airlock real quick? No reason. Nope.
So
Got
weird
I'm
over
gonna
here.
really
You
need
should go
you to
check it out.
clean this airlock real well.
Yeah. And Lee, you would be on bridge too because you were piloting the ship. I remember that.
Yep.
So,
Okay, so
but right now there's not
there
much
there are
pilot.
at least 3 people there that can take over piloting the ship that are pretty good at it too.
Well,
Um,
there's also minor crew members who can hold the function of just holding orbit if you're not having them do anything fancy.
no, so it needs to be scramjet. Why does it need to be
Yeah.
scramjet? Because scramjet's been in battle before, and if there's one thing we don't trust, it's clones of Sluff.
All right. Yeah. So you guys want Scramjet to take the con? He's like, all right. He goes, and
And
and he
slam it
kind
on
of,
science.
he kind of smirks a little bit. He's just like, because when he started out, that was his job was
Mm,
piloting. So,
I remember I was there.
eh, so he's like, just I guess send me the memo on what we're doing.
Oh, were you not here for that?
Well, he's like, if he,
I know.
I assume if you guys are
So,
having a meeting, you're talking about further plans. If you're,
oh yeah,
let me
yeah.
know what you're gonna. Well, let me know what you guys discuss after.
Okay,
I don't want to be left in the dark.
I will not leave you in the dark.
I might leave you in the dark.
He
What?
just goes. He looks at you. and He's like, "That's what I'm afraid of."
Halfling in the dark, right? No, he's not the halfling.
No, he is a halfling. He's a
Okay, he
halfling.
is the halfling. Okay, halfling in the dark.
This is Scramjet, right?
Yeah.
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 I'm gonna look at Scramjet and be like, we've been through so much. Why do you doubt me? I'm mostly kidding.
He says, "So was I." And he's
Okay.
again.
That was
Yeah.
fun. All right. So at the moment, everyone, I believe that our biggest problem is our inability to actually get down there. So when he does call us eventually, we're going to have to play that card of you need to release our ship so that we can get to you or send a ship for us. I'd prefer the first one, of course, which means we definitely won't get it. So we're going to have to trust a bunch of slefs to come up and get us. And I don't
I'm
like that idea.
yeah, I'm so uncomfortable with that. Like I didn't even know the guy, but just from the things that I've seen, I
Mm.
like I'm crazy, but that shit is crazy.
So if you look at Merch when he's not in makeup and take away all the good things about Merch and then increase his potential by 10,000% and make him completely evil but lovable, that's Slef.
realize that I like
I
have
said Merchantine. I
PTSD
meant Melp.
from from Melp. Okay, because I was like,
Yeah,
if you're
you have
talking about,
PTSD from merch. Yes.
I do like
And
actual
that's
real
actually
life
why you
PTSD.
heard me say it that way. You were like, "Did you just say merch?" No,
Did you
Melp.
just say? No, there's
Yeah.
nothing fucking lovable about this person. They're terrifying. Fuck off.
Who doesn't love evil flowers? Um,
I did until it tried to
uh,
kill me.
right. I did until he tried to kill my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, as I said, I don't always pick the best people to hang out with, but we're not here to talk about me right now. We're here to
Fine.
talk about rescuing the two Xanders and assuming that Shaba is going to get the fuck off this planet whether we help her or not.
So did you have Qualu at this meeting too?
Why would Qualu? So, there are certain NPCs that I expect to behave like they have souls. Qualu
Yeah.
is one of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Even
Well,
if I didn't invite him, unless like he walked in and I was like, "Qualu, get the fuck out," he'd be like, "I'm here. Why wouldn't I be?"
right. I just wanted to know if you included him. Yeah, he would probably be like he would probably like Vesa when you talk about not really having ever met Sluff. Like he sends you several video files of like different firefights that are from the archives that involved Sluff.
Mhm.
And yeah, from what you see, Sluff is mostly responsible for creating chaos. He doesn't seem to he doesn't seem to be a very good shot, but then when you're firing grenades, you don't need to be.
But as far
Yeah.
as it goes, honestly, the person that he did the most damage to with grenades was Nahir.
Yep, literally that literally his own teammate.
Yeah, because he's like, "Oh, well, Nahir will be fine." So, and Nahir's like, "You son of a bitch.
Yeah,
The only reason I don't kill you is because Zai is my friend."
yep.
Uh, and yeah, like originally that was one of the appeals for Zai was Sluff was the chaos he was looking for in life.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you see things like
Because I was young and angry and wasn't responsible for hundreds of people.
Sluff lights
Yeah.
buildings on fire while people are inside them fighting. And
Like this will help. My
he
friends are
is
in there too, but this will help.
yeah, he shows a complete and utter lack of regard for the safety of anyone
It's
at
called
all,
Including
at all,
himself.
trust.
ever. Just
All
like,
right, so I'm trying to think of someone like just imagine the craziest person you know and then make them so intelligent that they should be scary.
yeah.
Mm. Got it.
Oh, and then take away both their ethics and, morals. But
Got it.
he was really good at hiding that too, and Zai was really bad at looking for that. Zai can be
Oh.
right in front of something and not see it. Till someone's like, it's right
Yeah.
there. And you're like, oh, there it is.
Oh, right. Mhm.
Uh, Hey,
Hmm.
I have flaws.
What is
Okay, we
the
all.
All right, Ryan, why aren't you here? Wake up. I know you normally work third, but we've been in this pocket dimension for at least 3 days now.
Uh-huh. And I'm still working on the
Oh,
goddamn
so
engines.
wait. So we're in a pocket
Oh,
dimension. Okay.
well, let
well?
Kolnak do that for now. You
It's
need to be at this meeting.
it's about the closest description they have. It's sort of outside of time and space in a very weird and unique way.
Oh.
Yeah, it breaks rules to be here,
Hmm.
and that's like Starfinder rules, but it still works. It's a magic place. Um,
Yeah.
do you know of a way to get us to the surface without actually having a ship? If anyone does, it'd probably be you.
It
Because
just,
I can't really find
it
anything.
just says transport technology been invented yet?
Nope.
No.
I don't have a clue, Captain.
Ooh,
And
What
no.
about
Shaba's the one that
jetpacks?
has dimension door. Damn it.
it
What
Yeah,
about What
Teleport
about
spells don't work the same in space.
what about
Well,
jetpacks?
You would need a way to stop the burning up from re-entry or from
basically
entry.
we'd have to build a capsule, and there's a decent chance that even though because we're in space while it's happening, that the actual space weapons from the other ship will blow us well out of the atmosphere before we ever land. So we're gonna have to just wait on this crappy version of Sleth and see what happens. We
Or we
have
could
all our guns. We have all the medicine we need made. Um, we
we could
do have the
gas
ability
them.
to like polymorph. I still have at least one more vial of that stuff.
Wait, right. I mean,
Oh,
technically, I can
Oh,
polymorph us all.
I forgot you could polymorph stuff. I
Because I
wasn't
can
actually
make
sure if you
those.
could.
Yeah, it's a serum. I can make it.
Mm. Well, then you will definitely love Zenfaresh because Zenfaresh specializes in polymorph. He's a master polymorpher.
I don't want to
There's
become a goose again.
there's even
I will not make you a goose.
No,
there was
you be the
even
toilet brush this time.
I want to be the goose again.
oh no.
I'll be the whale so no one freaks out. She can be the coffee cup.
there was even spacefaring creatures
Mm.
that people can turn into. Just as an FYI.
Well, and I thought about that but that was his deity that granted him that, right? The star shaman ability was from gods.
Yeah, but
So yeah, that can be
I
recreated with a
thought the
polymorph spell.
No, there's other. As long as it's a beast, it can be made.
I think I know what where the confusion is because you're talking about like the shaman. Zai, you're talking about the life bubble, like the shaman ability to like exist in space, and
Right.
he's talking about an ability to polymorph into a creature that exists in space.
Oh,
Yes.
It's
okay.
a
Okay.
completely different thing. Does the polymorph rule allow you to pick up that ability?
As long as it's a beast. And I can make polymorph level 4
Well, he can make 5.
equivalent. Or it might be 5.
So you have to find a level 4 or a lower beast that can exist
Hold
in space, essentially.
Mm.
I'm trying to remember. Man, I had stuff set
Something
up.
that can exist in space and then actually make it through atmosphere to land.
4th level is actually maximum CR level 9.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Form can grant 2 racial traits, including a spell-like ability. Can grant one of the following. It can grant blind sense, blind sight, give a maximum land speed of 40, burrow 30, fly 30, climb 30, swim 40. Yeah. And it just
is
has
it?
to be uh
Say, and in making polymorph serum customizable, they also made it annoyingly a long process.
aberration, animal, fey, humanoid, magical beast, monstrous, humanoid, or vermin.
So we need those birds that the little prince uses.
Hmm.
Let's see.
We could just like push ourselves out of the ship and hope for the best. Like, are we in Atmo?
You are in orbit.
Well,
Okay.
and that was why I was asking about the dimensional door spell, because if we can push
Technically, I think
Atmo just close enough to like use it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
that's still probably going to have you far
So
enough in the air that you hit terminal velocity before you hit
there
ground.
there
Mm,
is a CR, or was it? Oh, I just saw it. A CR3 Starship Monstrous Humanoid called the Swarm Altiferon.
No.
interesting.
I don't know how Polymorph handles swarms. I don't think it can.
No, polymorph can't do swarms. Trust me, I looked into that. Because if I could polymorph into a swarm, that would be fun.
Right?
I'd also have multi-classed as,
We also can easily just do like we have suits to protect ourselves from space, but
Right,
it's
but it's the
getting onto
re-entry
planet.
that's actually the
Yeah,
problem.
And the sudden stop at the end.
yeah.
I mean, and the fact that they'll be firing from a fucking spaceship that makes our spaceship look weak. Like, I do not want to fight this guy that we're following in orbit.
Let's see the that's undead. Starship Magical Beast, the giant space tardigrade.
Ooh, wait,
It's a medium starship magical beast.
can you summon creatures?
No, I can only
It's
make
too bad.
serums.
Because if we could summon a creature, there's that weird space well.
Unfortunately, I think space have too many other abilities. Spaceship creatures
Mm.
have too many alternate abilities wherever they are.
Hmm.
I'm just trying to see if anything. There's quite a few things that can survive in vacuums, but
We need something that
they're
can
all.
both survive in a. See, we should just wait.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. But we
Yeah.
could.
With some research, I think we could do this better next time. We have
Oh,
to
I've
save
been
the universe.
researching polymorph for a while. Don't worry.
All right.
Well, I was just talking about a specific creature to get us down there. We need
Well,
Glinda's wand.
um, yeah, I don't have anything for you.
Yeah, you're fine. So,
Quiet.
uh, Ashira, are you ready?
I'm here.
I
Mm.
could turn this into Goliath.
Oh, listen to her. She finally put some Irish in her coffee. Good. She's back to normal. All right. So, we wait diligently as we prepare. Everyone is ready for battle, and all crew is at battle stations. Oh, while we're here, when we do get control of the VI again, it needs to have a serious set of protocols so it doesn't just, like Skittermander let, random slefs onto the ship to take it over.
I thought that it did.
We never set them in stone, so he was just
Oh,
chilling.
okay.
So yeah. And after this, we will set them in stone. It'll have a whole set of protocols. I have them written down. I just need to put them on the sheet. And
If it
yeah.
survives.
Well, you also
Well,
have to remember too, even if you do have protocols on there, these are
super
essentially
intelligent.
essentially clones of Sluff, and Sluff
Well,
was an amazing hacker in his own right.
for example, there'll be a code there that says if someone takes the ship and doesn't have authorization, let them take the ship where they need to, and as soon as they get off the ship, you take off and come back home.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Um,
Be like, oh, there you guys go, but the captain says I
Hmm.
gotta go back.
Wait. No, we did do that.
Uh,
When we were on that other space, we were somewhere else, and we actually got the VI specifically to have it like follow us.
well, you
well, yeah,
called it. You called it from your location,
Can
and
we not call it now?
but you were on the
because
same
it's all
planet as it.
disconnected.
Oh, I see.
You were on the same planet at that point. You're not on planet with it right now,
Okay.
because I think your computer only had a planetary range with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you were to be able to get into atmosphere, that is a potential possibility. Um, but again, your ship is not built for that. um,
Wait, we've got other stuff on the ship though. Let's have a gander here. Oh, I'll be right back.
what are you? You gonna? So you guys are
Hang
gonna
on.
kind of look at your cargo and see what you got in your cargo hold.
We have
Yeah, and then I
lots.
gotta go and deal with a real life issue because don't hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, go deal
Um,
with the real life issue. So, Lee, how do you feel about fighting a bunch of isekai today?
Well, I just have to drive. You guys will be doing the fighting.
Well, if we get to go to ground, there's probably going to be more fighting there.
That's even better.
Right. Hmm. So, how's your Pranny doing?
What?
We've all been, well, not you.
Oh, okay.
We've all been learning Gesture's new people's language, the
Hello,
Capran.
I'm back.
Hey.
No. We were just talking
Withaki
about
says,
Capran.
I know exactly how to speak Caprani, and then fluently speaks Caprani.
Right, and I'm like 2 steps
Meh.
behind you, but I'll
Yep.
catch up.
Oh, yeah.
That's not right.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
No.
Withaki's gonna be like, that's actually highly culturally insensitive to just imitate their language's accent without using any of the culture or heritage that comes along with it.
I use
I
the
mean,
correct signs.
you can just speak directly to their heads.
Mm.
Ugh,
I say,
yawning forever.
I'm super happy that, Twinkle brought back a race that had died out. Well, at least so far they've been, better than some of my choices and people to bring back. So,
Oh, yeah.
anyway, so what we've been discussing there with Aki, I'm sorry it took you so long to get here. I hope whatever you needed to do got done. Was
Oh,
our
I was having
inability to
space
make it to
diarrhea.
planet. Oh, I didn't know that you guys could get space diarrhea.
Well, I mean, it's the easiest way to put it. It's kind of like, you know, those things that spit out their entire nervous system to attack things? I was having
Ah,
one of
yes,
those
yes.
days.
Okay. Well, I hope the both of you are feeling better. And
We
so,
are.
yeah, we're just basically waiting for whoever it was that we're waiting on. One of the clones.
Very descriptive.
Mm, I don't
uh,
know. He had a title. I remember that.
Was it the
Flep?
Inquisitor?
Yeah,
yep.
the Inquisitor.
Ah,
Inquisitor Flap.
Yeah.
So,
Inquisitor Flap. I've heard
Um.
he's the most
Ooh,
ruthless man. No.
Ashira, will you please start broadcasting the Kitten Fits on all channels at volume 11, please? Do it. She's not listening. Fine. Slan, will you
I
do that?
am
Of course,
listening. I
sir.
was muted. Don't yell at me.
I'm not yelling at you. I love you. Stop always accusing me of yelling at you. She is. She's always like, Zai, you always yell at me. And I'm like, that's my
I'm so
regular
abusive.
speaking voice.
Hmm.
All right.
I don't know if I needed
One.
to do that or not.
Can't help it that it
you
sounds
don't,
like you're
yeah,
always yelling, Chris.
you don't need
Right.
to
I
yell
do
at the
have my
penis shit
caps
for
lock
this.
on
Okay.
right now. I
Uh,
apologize.
yeah. No, no, if you want to just start broadcasting Kitten Fits on all channels, that's just the thing you could do. Like,
Mm.
didn't necessarily. So everybody on the ship is now listening to the Kitten Fits
Well,
because
no,
Ashura is
they can listen to
broadcasting
their
it.
own stuff here. We were just broadcasting it out to the Slefs.
Eh,
The Curve Cabal initiates. There you go. They're not just, the Tinkerer clones. They have so many names. We should kill them all. I mean, hmm. Do we have any volatile nuclear material on board, guys?
I'll be right back.
no.
Oh boy, of course we do.
What
Because
does
we're
the ship
Haha.
madmen,
run on?
right?
No. And yeah, I just don't like leaving a mark for that long in space. Like, Zai was here. Welcome to a place that will kill you for the next 100 million years.
Uh,
And I've spent half of my career trying to figure out how to take away the radiation from that rock so that, it's habitable again. And so far, they haven't given me anything that will do it, minus a wish. And I haven't found one of those yet.
all right. Um, so maybe we cut to the planet's surface and let's see, where was I at here? I had a. Do we have an initiative order figured up?
Thought you did.
I thought we did too, but I'm not seeing it here. So,
I thought you had us roll.
Yeah, because Brian rolled a 2 plus whatever his thing was because it was my fault. And then the other guy rolled a 24. point something.
Oh,
So it should be
perception.
up there.
No, I'm seeing stealths and perceptions and a disintegrate spell. Oh, you
No,
know,
I think we got the jump on them first. We haven't rolled initiative.
okay. Yeah, so
Because the
you have.
initiative I'm finding is when I was with Inquisitor Fluff.
Oh, okay. So
Oh yeah, that's right.
the way this works here is I mean, where is that? Let's see. Let me get to the right page and get a piece of paper out here. I don't know. Let's see where. What was I using? I was using. Ah, that's what I was using. All right. So I suppose those are. So go ahead and roll me initiative here. Nice. Yeah, I need 4 of
Xander rolled the get the fuck out of here initiative.
and I need to roll 1 for loyalty as well. So
Yeah, I've been doing good last couple of times I've been playing.
Yes, you have.
he's the guy who has managed to survive shit that he maybe shouldn't have.
What are you talking about? That's
Why
my skill.
game.
I've luck somewhere.
Every game, this guy's character stares down death and doesn't blink.
Alright, so
Yeah, Xander 13,586 is built to survive.
So was Spade. So was Knight.
we go.
Your characters are scary in like a weird, subtle way.
9.
He was also taught by the people that were taught to break all the rules.
24, 26.
Where I roll a 20 and a 1 in the same roll.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last night he rolled a fucking crit, but he rolled a 1 on the confirmed crit. So it was really
That was
funny.
priceless.
That was hilarious.
So you critted yourself in the leg?
Let's see it. 19, 13. All right, so Xander, unquestionably, you get to act first. So the front end of the transport vehicle that was sent out to collect you disintegrates, and the guy that was in the driver's seat falls to the ground, looking around confused. Um, the other uh, isekai that are out here, the other Curve Cabal members, like one of which has his gun trained on you. The others are now looking outwards to see where that came from. What is your move here? You are handcuffed, and there's one with a gun trained on you.
Okay, I'm gonna look out the side of the hole and look for loyalty, and I'm gonna be like, you can't shoot me in the face until we have our shit.
Right. So you're not in the truck. They hadn't gotten you loaded yet, so you're still outside of the truck. But yeah, you're probably in front of one of the tanks.
When one of y'all get a chance, I'm kind of limited here, being handcuffed.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's pointing a gun at me. So when you guys get a chance, I'll just chill here then, and I'll sit down.
So you're gonna pretty much, you're gonna like,
Well, not
hold
sit
your
down,
action.
just stand. Yeah.
You're pretty much holding
Basically
your action.
chilling in the middle of a firefight.
All right. Yeah, you're just kind of waiting for an opening. So
Can you escape? Do you have something that would help you with that? Can you unscrew your hand and just take the cuffs off that way?
no, it doesn't work like that.
I know.
But what if it did? Hello, I've returned.
He could try. I mean, he could try an potentially an acrobatics check to get loose, or if he has, or if he
Get his
could get a
hands in
hold of
front of
some,
him.
or if he, no, they're not. Or he could attempt to, or if he had access to some kind of tool or could get some kind of tool to work with, he might be able to utilize a engineering check at a penalty to try to deactivate the cuffs.
Okay, so my mental brain needs a clarification. What do these cuffs actually look like?
So, all right. So basically, there is a metal. There's like a metal piece that's in the middle, but the handcuffs themselves are made of like energy material, like hardened light kind of stuff. So basically, if you've got like the middle part of the cuffs is metallic, you know, and then once they're activated, by the key, the or key or pass or whatever, the hard light, sort of like energy forms around your wrists, and that's kind of what you're looking at. They're all sci-fi and shit.
Okay, so maybe I should spin this round trying to get the cuffs from behind my hands from behind my back to the
Uh,
front side of me.
give me an acrobatics check for that.
You got this.
That's athletics. I need acrobatics. There you go. All right. Yeah. So
Would
it
sleight of hand work? Oh, I guess
uh
he made a good check. Never mind.
sleight of hand would be if he's trying to do something subtle, but he's basically just trying to get his hands out in front. So that's acrobatics. And you manage to get your hands out in front. And you
Look
can kind
over
of just
as I'm trying to do it. I want to look over at the dude with the gun pointed at my face and be like, "It's not very comfortable with those behind my back. I'll just hold them up front."
so it sounds like you're attempting to stay him from shooting you. Uh give me a bluff check or a diplomacy check if you're just trying to, depending on what, if you're just trying to lie to him and be like, oh no, I'm not really, I'm, da da da, that then it's a bluff check. If you're trying to be like, appeal to, sort of like some sense of decency and be like, look, man, this is really uncomfortable. And this is a fucked up situation. I just want my hands in front of me. Depending on your approach, it's either a bluff or diplomacy. Bam. Nice. Roll your skill. I have expertise.
It's a D8.
It's just 1d8, right?
Yeah.
Flat.
I think it's a
Yeah.
D8 plus 2, isn't it, at this point?
It should be. I'm looking.
Because you should be about the same level operative that Vesa, or envoy that Vesa
Level
is.
envoy. All right, you're 16th, Scott.
Yeah.
Um, when in addition, when you roll your expertise die, you can add 2d8 rather than 1d8 plus 4.
All
What?
right.
No, that's 20th level. My bad.
I was going to say, wow, that's kind of a lot. Shit.
Yeah, so 16. It's 1d8 plus 2.
Aha, I was right. So,
Yes, you were.
yeah. So, yeah. So he's like, yeah, just there's just probably yeah, just stay put. I mean, it's kind of as for
I do that little hands up thing in the cuffs, like dude, you're the one with the gun.
Let's see. Shaba. One of the tanks is attacking your position. So it needs. Oh, that's the collision. Good. What's the range? Oof. Damn it, I need to. 39 EAC.
What do you think?
Still got to check.
Czech Republic.
Let's see. The tank fires its one of the tanks fires its cannons at you, and 27 points of damage with a reaction cannon. Like as you boosh. The other one is going to fire at loyalty -0. And I'm fairly certain that's gonna, yeah, it's probably hits. Oh no, it barely misses. Loyalty -0 manages to jump out of the way like really fucking fast. He's like, he dodges real like the tanks turn their cannons and start firing at you. You are right in front of like right in front and underneath one of the tanks, Xander, because you're basically at the front of one of the tanks. So that was just really fucking loud to you.
You know, conversations won't be easy if I'm deaf.
There's there's but yeah, like and Shaba, you just got hit with a fucking tank's reaction cannon and survived it. So yeah, they just boosh boosh. Next to the act in the round, because there were two of them, the tank drivers got like the high fucking initiatives. The next act is loyalty, and he's like, "You got their attention," and he is going to utilize his cloaking field, which gives him a +20 to his stealth here. Yeah, he just fucking, you see the air shimmer around him, and he just fucking disappears. And it's like they're as he activates his cloaking field. And I think he's going to utilize that. He's gonna move after he does that. So he's not attacking this round. Maybe there's just maybe over your comm, Shabe. He's like, uh, there's just basically a uh, so I don't think maybe he doesn't say anything to you. Maybe he actually like calms Xander, and he's like, and uh, he's like, probably is like, what did you get yourself into this time?
Nothing. I was just walking by nicely. These
He's,
people are going to give me a ride.
he's just like, uh, there's kind of like that. There's kind of like, um, maybe there's just like not. Maybe he doesn't respond to that. Like you get the impression, um, by the tone of his voice that there's a good chance that he's headed in your direction or something. So, uh, yeah, you're that's what he does. 19 is another one of the soldiers, and he is going to 19, and they were using the infinity rifles. That's right. So I needed armory because that's where those are at. Right, right. I needed, if I can find where I put that book. Come on. Come on now, find the things you were looking for. Tech, character ops, rulebook, alien archive, archive. Ladies and gentlemen, the fun of having a lot of books. Oh, it's right in front of me. Duh. I need to mark this page because I'll be coming back to it. So those tanks are still there. Da, 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 da. First of all, might as well roll their attack rolls. Well, the first one. No, not loyalties. Damn it. All right. $38 for the first one. Does that? I'm assuming that hits. Yeah. And do. Infinity long arms, plasma, projectile shock, disintegrate laser. Oh, that was at the top here, wasn't it? Yeah. So there's okay. So that's and there's what, one other, right? Yeah. So the other one will go ahead and resolve that too. Does 24 hit your, huh?
That misses.
Okay, good. 2d6. The one that shot you with his infinity rifle did 6 points of damage. By the way, I'd just like to point out this is rather epic. Shaba standing up, fighting two grav tanks and a couple of soldiers. Seems kind of epic.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
hope
she's fucking some shit up.
let's hope it goes well.
Are you wearing your cape, dear?
She doesn't own a cape.
No,
We
no
need to get
capes.
you a cape.
She's too cool for a cape.
So that's not too cool for a cape.
Xander, do you want to? This is the end of the round. Is there anything you want to do?
When did Shaba get to go?
Oh, Shaba? Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, go ahead and take your turn. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
For some reason, I was still thinking about the disintegration. Yeah. There's 2 tanks.
So the one that shot me.
Yep. And it's got a fortitude save, and what's the save? What was the save DC for that then?
26.
26.
And I'm hitting the tank.
All right.
The inanimated object.
And what did I find for the fortitude save for an object versus a... disintegration spell. I'm just gonna say it's fortitude would be what equal to its item level, maybe. It's a 26, right?
Yep.
Okay. Oof. Let me double check that. Disintegrate. Against an object which disintegrates a 10-foot cube. This spell, blah, blah, blah. Creature object succeeds fortified save. Let's see. Saving throws for objects. Because I want to make sure I got that right. Because I don't want to rob you of a high level ability fucking being worthwhile, and I also don't want to undersell the tank. So that would be under tactical rules, I'm sure. Swift actions, reload, combat maneuver, temporary hit points, taking damage, stamina, hit points, dying, da da da. Modifiers, movement and position, tactical, swimming, unseen creatures, special abilities, extraordinary, spell like care gaining, telepathy, da 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 da, penalties, bonuses, defining effects, descriptors, summoning, line of sight, duration, conditions. Vehicle tactical rules. Taking controls under controlled vehicles. Escaping a vehicle, relative positioning. Free phases of vehicle combat. Chase environments. It doth not say anywhere here. Saving throws. Saving throw types, fortitude, base attack damage, range damage. Stand up, success. Objects. Effects that deal damage generally affect unattended objects. Objects do something, deal damage. Okay. Or an object's total saving throw bonus for fortitude, reflex, or will saves is equal to the item level. Okay. So I did do that right. So yeah, the tank does not descend. Nothing. It doesn't affect the tank, but
It takes 40-20 damage then.
But it does take the damage. So 40, 20. That's 126 points of damage. Okay, so that does mean it is broken though. You just barely got it to where it's broken, so it does not work now. Enough of it, enough parts of it dissolve. Like maybe there's like bunches of like, it doesn't destroy it, but enough of it dissolves like various nuts, bolts, pieces of armor plating and stuff that it kind of it's not a functioning vehicle. So that tank is out of operation. And its pilot's gonna have to spin the round getting out. Huh?
And I duck behind any type of cover I can find.
You're like, oh, fuck this! I'm getting shot at.
Okay, their normal hand weapons are pea shooters. Those things hurt.
Yeah, those things are gonna be a big problem. I think the top of the next round we're going to have like we get like a little scene here where Commander Loblob comes out and he looks at the scene of the battle and he's like, uh, he's like, he says something like, Xander, give me a perception check, Xander. So he probably says it over comms. You might be able to hear it through the guy who's guarding you's comms. So 39. Yeah. So you hear Commander Loblob like our work here is done. Pull out. Instead, you like this isn't a stand and fight situation. We got what we wanted, and the and he orders the tank that's remaining. He's like, keep her busy for as long as you can, and cover the rest of us. And like and he's like, cover the rest of the team. And he turns around at you, looking at him. You looking in the direction of Loblob. He pulls out a device and adjusts a dial. And there's just like a crackling of electricity, and a door opens behind him, and he just turns and walks through it. His mechanical spider legs.
Thanks for the free gift.
And turns and the gate closes behind him.
Raising my hands in the air, like, thanks for the free gift.
Yeah, the rest of the troop. He didn't take the rest of the troops with him. Like he alone retreats to this. So
He's
you're
a bastard.
yeah. Yeah, the rest of them have to try to have to pull out on foot, essentially, or in tank, as it were, if they could. But they don't have any. They only have the one tank left, and it is firing at you because that was its orders. Does 33 hit you?
Yes, just.
Oh. All right. 37. Boom. And Xander, the soldier that's the other soldier from the other tank is getting out of his tank. The soldier that's been guarding you is like, "Come on, it's time to go." He's like, "Come on, it's time to go. We gotta go." He's like, and he kind of, uh, like shakes his rifle at you, like pointing towards where the rest of them are starting to retreat towards the detention center.
All right, I'll go, but you're not very bright. She got shot by 2 tanks and is still Whatever, let's go.
So you're
I
gonna walk with.
love Xander's just like, whatever you say, bud. If you want to die, you can die.
The other tank guy is busy getting out of his tank. Uh, Loyalty -0 he actually gets a turn here because
Is this where loyalty shoots the guy in the head that's getting out of the tank?
he's not concerned with that guy necessarily.
No, he's more concerned with the one with Xander.
This is where he. What is it? He's got the. Let's see. What do you use? Oh. Power to stun weapon. No, actually, he's going to do something really silly here. He pulls out his, you know what? He will use his pistol. Because he can. He's going to apply flat-footed. Any other modifiers? None. Does he hit? 26. Not quite enough to make it a yet. Oh, CR30. No, it is it's a trick attack, all right. 29 is probably enough to hit. Yep. And he does. That's 26 and 26. That's 52 points of damage. And this guy's got 50, that takes him down.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got
Uh,
mine.
yeah. So loyalty -0 sort of materializes behind the guy that's the guy that's got his gun on you, and shoots him in the back. He's not down. But he turns around and looks and sees loyalty is right there. He is kind of, but his attention is changed, is distracted at the moment.
You still want to go through with this? You still want me to go? Or whatever, your death.
Do you take any? Do you take any other action? Do you attempt to assault this guy, or break loose of your use the opportunity to break loose of your cuffs, or anything like that, or just run? Or
Fuck it. I have an idea. I'm going to take the cuff since it has the bar in the middle, put it over his head, and choke him the fuck out.
So you're gonna attempt to grapple him? Okay.
Pretty much.
Give me an attack roll, and we'll see what that comes up to. You gotta do, and it'll be a melee attack roll.
No.
That is not enough, but
I hit him on the top of the head. Ah, crap.
you
Bad
got,
evaluation of space.
yeah, you kind of ricochet off of his helmet. And he's like, what the fuck? Yeah, so but he is now flanked. So you and Loyalty will now get +2 to attack him. I will on your attacks against this guy. The guy in the tank can't do anything to you guys because you're below the range of his tank gun, and he's already acted. I think uh, one other guy will take a shot at Loyalty because he sees what's going on. Oh, I'm not sure. And oh, I'd hope if I do the entire equation. 37, that's a hit. Yep. And damage /R2d6. It's not going to be a whole lot. 7. Yeah, he's at. Yeah, it doesn't do much to him. He's like, it hits it like it's one of those deals where maybe like it's a glancing blow essentially. But Loyalty is he's just like, this whole thing has been a fucking pain in my ass ever since I met your captain and you. It's like, and he just like he's kind of grumbling through this battle.
Hey, remember what happens once we get everything we need. Remember my promise.
Shaba, it is your go.
How many isekai are there?
There are 5 in total. One is getting out of a tank. One is in a tank. One is caught between Loyalty and Xander, and there's another one that fired at him and at Loyalty, and then there's 2 more. And at this point, they've kind of spread out some.
That's okay. This is for all the isekai.
So, flesh. All right. So they gotta do will saves. All right.
Yeah.
What is the DC on this?
26.
Okay. Okay, so there's first one, second one, third one, fourth one, and the fifth one. So of them, the Isekai that is the one that's caught between not the one that's caught between Xander, the one that shot at Loyalty is the only one that passed their saving throw.
Okay. So all the others right now take 4 points of damage as their bodies are being rewired.
Okay. All right. So
And this lasts for. So this will go on for 16 rounds.
all right. Do they get a fresh save every round, or is
You
it
get
just
a
a
fortitude save for half every
okay?
round.
All right. All right. Okay. So they're like, and this is maybe something that Xander you're starting to like notice, and Loyalty probably does too, because the guy in front of you is just like he started to show signs of it too, like pieces of metal start jutting out of him.
You about ready to give up yet? Or are we still going with you?
Let's see. I think he's just
Xander's
like,
like,
oh,
I fucking told you.
yeah. He's like, shut the fuck up. And he's
Oh,
there's
yes,
a
their voice
You're
do start
dead.
going a little tinny.
yeah let's see. He's actually going to fire at. He's actually going to fire at Loyalty here. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, it'll open him up to an attack of opportunity from you, but he's not terribly worried about that. Like he figures you're cuffed, so he doesn't really. He's more worried about the guy with the gun, and he misses. Xander just kind of like amateur. And he's,
Loyalty dash 0.
yep, loyalty dash 0. Yep. Uh, and I
So, can I use the attempt to do the choke out thing as an attack of opportunity or not?
yeah, you can try that. You can still try it.
Roll high, buddy. This is where your nat 20 would be good.
Nope. He's moving
It's
around
an
too much.
18.
He's moving around too much. He's like, he's like, he's like, he's like, oh, stop fucking around. And he kind of, moves around as he's moving.
I know, but this is a fun little dance. Let's go. Yeah, yeah.
Xander, remember they get a +8 if you're trying to grapple them. And you don't have the feet for it.
20. The other one that's shooting at Loyalty manages to hit just barely. It's not going to do a whole lot to him though. Yeah, Loyalty is not impressed. It's another glancing blow. He's like, you will not stop me. And then the last one is going to be shooting at Shaba here. Let's see. Wow. Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, this. Well, okay, it hits me.
Yeah, he shoots you. That's 16 points of damage. So that's that. And top of the round,
Hey,
the
my turn.
huh?
My turn.
You used rewire flesh. I did you out of order that last round,
Oh,
so
okay, you
I had
did
you
it out
in
of
order this
order.
round. Yeah, I had you in order this round. So, we're back to the top of the round, and at this point, we've got maybe one of the retreating guards is yelling at the one that keeps shooting loyalty, and it's like, he's like, he said, he's like, "Come on, we gotta get out of here." Mm. Yeah, and so he might be leaving. He might be. We'll see if he runs this round. The one in the tank is gonna fire another round at you, Shaba.
That misses.
Oh yeah, you managed to get out of the way of this one. Phew, boom, boom. Uh, the guy that's getting out of the tank, he's straight fucking leaving. He saw what you did to his tank, and he's got his order. It's okay to retreat, so he's getting the fuck out of here. So he's leaving. That leaves Loyalty next, and Loyalty is going to, I don't know, would he? Yeah, I think Loyalty is going to probably close the distance, um, like he, and utilize his, like his stun baton, his peacemaker baton. It's only stun damage, but he's gonna close the. All right. Oh shit! I forgot to add the +2. I don't think it matters though. No, it does matter, but it does matter and it does mean he hit. And CR24 says 25. 50, 64. Says 64. Yeah, he wallops the fuck out of the guy that's guarding you. That was guarding you, Xander. He smacks him with this fucking the peacemaker stun baton and just bashes him right in the face, sending him reeling backwards a little bit. Do 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 do. The guy that was shooting at Loyalty, he's going to take his buddy's advice. He's going to actually retreat, uh, which leaves only the guy in the tank and the guy that's facing Xander and Loyalty. Shaba, uh, first of all, they need to roll their saves, and you need continuing damage on that. Uh, uh, and they're all affected, so that's let's see. Yeah, and more metal and circuitry starts jetting out of the one that's staying and fighting here. Uh,
We'll walk back to the ship.
so
You got this.
yeah,
What's that last tank doing?
he's still firing.
Even though he was told to retreat. My God.
He was told to cover everybody else as they retreated.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna take another. All right, you throw another disintegration at it.
Yeah, throw it at that tank.
All right.
That uses up all my third or sixth level spells, but
Oh, rip.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, 1d2.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
you
did.
rolled 1d2.
Oh, did I? Oh, okay.
I'm glad for the 15, but no. You need to roll it right.
All right. All right, there you go. So it doesn't do any better, really. So, yeah, a section of the tank disintegrates, and he's like, "What the fuck?" And it's just like,
Basically, it starts at the top of the turret and goes down and spreads out 5 feet either direction. So I basically split the tank in half.
yeah, he's just like, he's like, he's like, motherfucker. He's like, he can't, he'll spend this round getting out of the tank and moving away because you just disintegrated 2 tanks essentially. The guy that's trapped by loyalty, he's not so fucking lucky. And loyalty has the drop on him. So, um, here we go.
I walk back to the ship. I'm done. You guys got this, right? He didn't listen.
Yeah, he smashes this fucker in the face and he goes down. Like this is like like it breaks the fucking faceplate of his armor. Like it like breaks like the faceplate of his armor and like smashes the helmet open, and he's just like electrified with all of this um totally electrified and fucking just and falls to the ground, done in. And loyalty is just like loyalty just kind of looks at him and then sort of dismissively kind of looks over. Is like, I think we managed to take care of that.
Oh, get his button, key cuff, whatever, because I don't want to exist with this on my wrist for the rest of my life.
And I think he looks at it, he goes, I have to protect you. I don't have to do whatever you say. Grab it yourself. And he goes in, and he goes, and he goes to get back, and he kind of turns and looks at Shaba, and he's like, "What's the plan from here?" So the objective is still locked up,
Yeah.
and I'm assuming that the communications were probably going. I'm assuming that were probably going to have to. I don't know. They were on board the ship for a minute.
Let's see what they've done to the ship.
All right. Cool.
And what are we going to do about the 14 remaining turns on those poor isekai?
The what?
There's 14 turns remaining on that.
They're just gonna die as they run.
Well, some of them they might actually some of them might actually survive that because they're not exactly a bunch of like low levels.
No, but they would have to roll their fortitude saves for each one.
Right. I'm just going to ad hoc it and say some of them may have some of them probably died and some of them may have lived because they start with pretty hefty hit points. Part of the reason that loyalty was able to take the one down was because he was using his trick attack shit. So
How about this? You want me to roll the remaining damage and then you can figure out from that?
I'd say it's easier to just say some live, some die.
But I want to roll the 42d6.
I know you do, but that's just a lot of rolling of dice, and we
Some
don't.
of you,
Oh no, I would literally put it in as 42d6.
some of you may die, and that is a price I'm
unnecessary.
willing to pay.
It's also fairly unnecessary at this point.
Oh, I like
Killing her kill
the
count, bro.
the and it's not necessarily like Shaba's going to know at this point how many of them lived or
That's
died.
true.
The
I just want to
but
roll the dice.
you have but you have the ship back into your possession essentially.
Okay, she goes in there and starts trying to figure out what the fuck did they do to this thing.
All right. Are you going to take the time to take 20, or are you going to try to see how fast you can get through this?
No, I'll take the 20.
Okay, so it's going to be a minute.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah. So I
All
think
right. So first before we switch back, I
Okay.
go back and go get the key to take the thing off, and I'll be like,
All right.
well, it's not like it didn't take you guys 2 days to show back up.
Yeah. Well, you
Click.
guys, yeah, you guys don't know that everybody else is. Oh, you're talking to
No, I'm talking to them two. It took them
loyalty.
2 days to come back
Yeah.
out to where I was.
Yeah, they.
I'm talking to them.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
had
well,
to.
why would you take a sex change potion and walk into the enemy?
It sounded fun at the time. I got another one and drinks it and turns back into himself.
I look at loyalty and it's like, after you shoot him in the face, I'm going to punch him in the face.
He just kind of loyalty is just like shakes his head. He's like none of what you people do makes any sense.
You know what? It's not even making sense to me anymore. So
He just yeah, he's kind of that got that done with it attitude right now. It's like son of a bitch. Um, yeah. So you're taking the time to work out the communications and the computers. It'll take you a little while to get everything worked out. So let's switch back up to the stellar flare. Like, so uh, you've been waiting a while, and sure you've probably gotten reports, right? Like that they're because you had sensors on.
Yeah.
Uh, you've probably gotten reports that there was some sort of activity around the Spitfire, that it looked like there was like weapons fire. It looked like the tanks surrounding it were like firing their weapons. There was some like there's a lot of magical interference in the that messes with the sensors too, but the indications that that you're sort of like your computers and sensors people like are sending you updates and stuff like, oh, hey, there's a thing going on down here. Like, well, how do you react to that? Is
Oh.
it a
Wait.
is it a just keep me posted, or is it I'll be right there, or is it a I'm going to send this, pass this information on, or
Ooh.
is there some combination thereof?
Uh, so many decisions. I'm trying to think. Hold on. Will I be of any use if I go down there or there, wherever
Well,
there is?
I mean, if you go to the bridge, you can verify the readings. Maybe try to get something finer tuned in because you are
Okay.
obviously more skilled than your subordinates are. Um, you know, that you don't necessarily have to, but you might be able to get yourself a clearer picture of what's going on.
Okay.
There's, uh, but as far as it goes, um, you're the first person they notify. It's essentially because you're the head of the department. It's essentially your job to like pass it on upwards, or if you choose to be like, "I'll wait until I have more information to pass it along." Um, so that's kind of up to you.
Mm, yeah, let me go up there and try to see if I can do that.
All right. Yeah.
I'm
So
assuming I need to
yeah. So
just
it'll be a computer's check,
yeah.
and there's really nothing stops you as you're walking up there.
Okay.
And pretty much there's the repair crews that are still working on pieces of the ship here and there, and
Yeah.
security personnel and people going to and from on and off shift and whatnot. But nobody really impedes your progress. They're like, oh, hey.
Oh no. You're not on shift. Get out of here.
So,
Yeah. Uh, Ooh, look at that. That was super low.
ooh, so you get up to the bridge. Do you have a particular console you use, or you just change it around every time, or is it just like
I
you go to
feel
the
like that. Okay, so like, I think that I would be comfortable using any of them by this time.
right? Yeah. So you just
Um,
walk up to the nearest
yeah.
console and you're like, okay, show me what you got, and then start fine tuning it. So from what you can tell, um, you're kind of like you're not getting like video feed or anything, but what your sensors are picking up, you can get a read on the battle. It appears that someone has assaulted the position of the Spitfire, like in all the Isekai readings that are around there, the Slef readings that you're getting, like you're seeing that stuff, like you're seeing them move around a whole bunch.
Yeah.
You see one come off of the ship and then blink out using like you're assuming like you're aware of magic and technology having various teleportation abilities, so you're assuming that they have access to either like a some kind of stag step suit or magical abilities or some other technological way or magical way to travel. um, One of the tanks starts showing power failures and starts like and you're getting the impression that it goes and you watch it sort of go offline. um, you see like some of the life reading you see like one life reading that just sort of like goes out, another reading that the assaulting readings start off with two, one of which disappears and then reappears by one of the tanks. And you're sort of like seeing the deal in the other tank. You're seeing these tanks are discharging their weapons, and the second one, and then the second one starts to have power failures and break off. And you see the rest of like the isekai life forms start beating a hasty retreat, with the exception of one that remains trapped between two android life form readings, and then it goes dark. Um, but the only life readings you're getting, and it's kind of hard to confirm, but you're pretty sure that your subordinates couldn't get this far with the life readings. But it appears there's two androids and one Verthani on or around the Spitfire right now,
Mm,
which is consistent with
yeah.
Shaba and Loyalty and Xander. So, but there's still currently a block on the systems for the Spitfire.
And I can't do anything about that?
Not from here, no.
Oh,
But
that sucks.
if Shaba's regained access, you know that she's a really amazing hacker too.
Yeah.
And from what you've seen of Xander, he's got some skill with computers as well.
Mm,
Loyalty, you're not sure about because
yeah, I was
I
gonna.
don't think you've ever seen him use computers. But
uh,
I don't think
I
you've
don't think so.
actually. I was going to say, but you've never seen him do it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. But you know that at least Shaba is a galactic class hacker, and you're assuming that Xander probably has some. You know that Xander has some skills as well. He's a scholar. He should know computers.
Good
Uh,
no.
If he
uh,
doesn't, we'll slap him.
Listen, you gotta do what you gotta do, bud.
right? Do you pass any of this along,
Oh
or
yeah,
yeah? Okay.
yeah.
Who you,
Where's where's Zayat? Is he on the bridge?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
see if Zaya's standing behind you.
he probably fucking is, and I'm gonna do it because I want to know.
I whisper in your ear. What
Oh,
you
that's
doing?
creepy as fuck. Get off. Get the fuck off. I'll probably punch you in the face. I'm just gonna say
Uh,
you had it coming. Sorry,
uh,
not sorry. I
it's
don't do that.
it's
I
that
take my mask off and wipe my nose clean and then put it back on.
it's the Ashira classic move of you're standing too close. Whack!
Get my
Like
fucking
that.
bubble, yo. I don't like it in my bubble.
I look at you and
Whoa.
I'm like, you know that I'm Zai, and I get inside people's bubbles. I'm not even that good at it.
I'll punch you again.
I, I'm gonna try
But-
and block this one.
I'll
I have
aim for
4
the
arms.
throat.
I block with 4 arms.
What's that? Yo, you remember Con Air? He did that when he
Yeah,
killed the guy. He did that nose punch.
yeah,
That I'm
yeah.
gonna do that next time.
You can try. I don't have a nose like that.
Sit.
you
I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Do
So
some
is,
anyway.
studying.
So Zai, you were
Zai
on
had his
bridge.
nose removed specifically so that he couldn't have that happen to him.
Probably.
Good.
Just the cartilage. It just kind of flaps there now.
Blech.
Anyway.
Uh,
Anyway.
So from Zai's perspective, you saw Ashura come onto the bridge with purpose, go sit down at a station, and you basically walked over and just leaned in like, "Hey, what are you
Fucking
doing?"
hovering ass
No,
stalker.
no. I snuck up on her on purpose. That's why I
Okay,
rolled stealth way before she ever saw me.
okay.
And I've been looking over her shoulder for most of it, so I've caught bits and
God.
pieces.
Yeah.
Well,
Invasion
yeah,
of
that's what I do.
privacy.
Yeah, whatever. I'm the captain and the king.
Captain, as far as, or King Dickhead, as far as King Shit, that's what it was. King Shit, as far as I've heard, you've had personal space and privacy issues. As your personal advisor for the mental health stuff, I'd recommend that you don't have personal space issues this time.
Eh, She already gave me a nosebleed. Technically, she's in violation right there. That's
What are you
assault.
gonna do?
If we're going to pick back and forth, and it's
What are you,
assault on royalty, so technically we
what
should
are
put
you
her to
gonna
death
do?
right now, right?
May I suggest action and reaction, Captain? And then Wathaki's just going to go back to what they were doing.
All right.
Was
Pizza, I appreciate the help. Now back to you. So there was a battle, and you didn't tell anybody about it. Is that what I read?
Uh, I don't.
You already forgot, didn't you?
Did I not? No, because every time we do, I always say, well, I'm gonna contact the captain, so I can't think of when I wouldn't tell you something. Is why I'm confused.
Well, no, and well, I was reading over your shoulder. That's why there was the confusion. So
Dude.
that's what I do. We just went through this.
I
Deja
don't.
vu.
I don't know. I would have told you. I think I would have told you.
well, I mean, you
You're
had
telling me
you.
right now.
I was gonna say
Or
you.
is it
You.
a situation where I haven't seen you since?
You just
Well,
saw that it happened, and he hasn't given you time to tell him yet.
well, then tell him
Yes.
shut the fuck up. I called you for a reason. I didn't call you for you to come up and scare the fuck out of me.
No, that was of my own accord. Anyway,
Yeah.
get to it. Chop chop.
Okay,
Yeah.
so lay it all out from him. I do. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Forgot what it was. Never mind. Okay, so we're talking. And I'm telling you what's going on and
Yeah.
how how are
Meanwhile,
you reacting?
I have secretly opened comms to everyone that's important,
Oh
so that
my
they're hearing
god.
all of this at the same
Listen,
time too.
I can't deal with the hostile
Yeah.
environment of this job.
Well,
I cannot live like this.
all
You
right.
need
So
to tell
right
a
now,
bitch.
Is
right now, your
Wathaki?
only real options are Wasaki. Why? You're right there.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
just
no, is
rolling right there?
Wathaki patched in though? Like, does
Why
Wathaki
wouldn't you
know
be
you're doing
Wasaki?
this?
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, you heard do 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 do,
yeah, but he
Yeah,
with Aki
and
with
then
did
answered your phone.
yeah, Wathaki is going to answer the
He
phone,
was on the.
figure out what's going on, and then go, Captain, this is the opposite of not doing that. In fact, this is very much doing that thing where you were overreaching in your in your crew members. At
very
least speak
much
to them. At least speak to them before you broadcast their voice, please.
this exactly.
And like, Ashira, do you react to the fact that like, oh shit, the captain's broadcasting my voice?
Oh yeah, I'm pissed. I want to punch him again.
Tattletale.
I don't think he's gonna let me this time.
Uh,
That
I'm
presents
not
a
going to
problem.
attack you back, but I do have forearms to block with,
Oh my god,
and I
that's
can use
cheating.
3 of them.
Wathaki is not a tattletale. Wathaki is looking out for the homies
hey,
because the captain has told him to keep him honest.
Oh
Wathaki,
wow.
He's a good
Wathaki
boy.
is human resources right now.
Exactly.
Well,
Please do not
Wathaki
record and distribute the voice of your coworker without their consent.
It's
Which,
part of the sign-on.
if you could tell Plu where to
Wasaki,
find the humans, he would be.
remember where we took all the samples when you first came on board because you became a new crew member and all that, and you signed all that paperwork to get the like starter package and all of that?
I didn't sign any paperwork. I just had Oliver Byrne take samples, and I thought that was just because he's kind of weird like that. But you know, and whatever
Remember
floats
when
or
you
sinks your
held the
boat.
tablet That's when you signed it.
That seems pretty.
JD.
That seems
Yes, it is.
pretty authoritarian of the workplace of you, Captain. Withaki is an anarcho-communist.
No, that's your Saturday game.
I'd point up
Yeah,
at the
you're
crown
right.
on top of my head and remind him I have multiple titles.
Whatever you say. And this is why I call you king shit. And then just keep
And
doing
I'm
what
okay
I'm doing.
with that. Now back to what you're doing. Anyway, ignore Withaki and continue with your tirade. That's you, Ashera.
Sorry. No, I'm just pissed off because I'm like, how could you do that? You're already sneaking up behind me, which
do
is
that
just dangerous. Let me just
Every
put that
single
down there.
time. We have had open comms since season 1.
No, we were not just on open comms. You put me on open comms after we started talking without telling me.
Did you want to tell the same story 5 times?
Well, no.
There you go.
Oh God. Okay, whatever.
I think
Let's say that's some pretty gaslighty behavior, Captain.
right.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, I think Qualu would be like, they would probably chime in and be like, regardless, he says, I think the point was to ask first, but the tactical situation here does present an opportunity, perhaps, if Xander and Shaba have regained control of the Spitfire, then perhaps they will be making contact soon. When they figure out whatever these cosmic curve cabal have done to these sensors or computer core.
Yeah, and when they do contact us, maybe we can have them, come here and let us get the fuck out. I don't like that big ship looming in front of us.
Nor I.
We still need to
Really?
get
I was starting to get used to it.
It seems fun. It's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's like,
sure.
All right, I'm outvoted.
and there seems
Only by a little.
we still have the objective, yes? We are supposed to be finding this Xander 1 for information. Was that not the reason we were here?
Oh, stuff that. I just want to make sure that Xander's okay. And the other ones as well.
Yeah, the
Loyalty is
other-
definitely
the
someone who
other.
I care about.
So, have we actually tried to use our communications at this point to reach the ship again?
Not at this
I mean-
point. We just found out.
Yeah, the last time you used them, you couldn't get through.
No, last time we used them, we got through and we used the cameras to look around and see all these.
That's right.
Yeah. But all you could use was the cameras, and all you could speak to was the VI.
So can the VI not speak to us anymore?
Wait, what am I doing? There's a goddamn planet here that I could be scanning.
Do it.
And being scanned.
Okay.
God, sorry about that, guys. I totally should have remembered to do that. I'm gonna do my mysticism thing though. So 28.
Fancy mysticism.
Let's see here. How does that work again?
Right.
I'm trying to do the mystic scan. I know that there's options. I just don't remember where to find them.
I think the Mystic Scan was introduced in character operations and dealt with scanning ships. Scanning planets was put in the galactic exploration, and I don't know if it covers mysticism.
I remember there was a mysticism one because I did scan the last planet that we went to with Twinkle before we did the jump forward because I remember being able to be like, hey, so what's the magic presence on this planet like, and like what's the most powerful magic thing?
You used mysticism and I used life science. We scanned.
Yeah.
World analysis. Spend the day, planetary settlements, starships, computers.
It's a world analysis, so yeah, it's a downtime action.
Yep, which means it will take a
Shucks.
day.
Shucks, we don't got a day. Okay. Well then I'm beat. I don't know what to do.
No,
I don't know what I can
mysticism.
do.
Yeah, mysticism. You can scan for level of magic. So for mysticism, you can scan for level.
Okay.
Um,
Well,
and it is a day. It's a day long activity, but yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I don't think we have a day, so yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do
So I think.
nothing with that until I've been instructed to do something.
All right. So I think maybe like you start to get a call comes in to your a call comes in
You
to
got
the bridge.
Wathaki. What are you gonna do about it?
To the
I'm
bridge.
just acting as comms now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It comes over like a video, like
Mm-hmm.
video audio.
Yeah,
It's
I've
just,
got it on my own mini screen.
and it's like there's a maybe there's a like a face that looks a lot like that Slev character you keep hearing about. Huh? It's like it's like this is Inquisitor Flap. What were you? It was like I need to speak to your captain.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
okay. Captain, are you busy right now?
Which
I could put this guy on hold for like 5 minutes if you need me to.
which
Maybe get some
captain?
coffee or something.
I think it
Which-
means Zai.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking at Zai. Oh no, he'd probably say, "King shit, are you busy right now?"
And King shit is not busy right now.
Patching him through. Don't worry, you're gonna get to talk to King shit. And then I just put it on the full screen.
Hello, this is King shit.
So the 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 person across from you looks remarkably like Slef, with the exception of you can see like the sort of anti-magic, like some of like the some of the magical augmentations on him, like the fucking slightly glowing magical ley lines and what have you. And he's like, "What are you doing here? How did you get here?" And yeah, that's pretty much it. What the fuck are you doing here, Zyvolvetto? And
Right.
why are
So
you?
they actually did inform you of what dimension we're from and all that, right?
He's like, he goes, "I'm well aware."
Okay. Vesa, let's do some diplomacy. Will you help? Or actually,
Yeah.
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 Gotta find Zai. Here I am.
Diplomacy.
Dun 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 dun.
Hold, please.
Oh, sorry.
Is an additional 4 to 7 is what I roll. So I'm like feeding you lines right now.
Thank you.
Okay, so you want to
So,
say this and this.
Let's see. His questions were why and how, right?
Well,
Why?
he's essentially, why are you here? Get here, like
All right. So,
and he's
ready?
kind of got his arms crossed, and he's got that a fucking very serious like
Okay.
look about him.
So,
Got it.
if you know
Okay.
who I am, the reason why is because I. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was gonna say something funny.
You say something cool because you're the
Okay,
helper.
so I'm gonna start feeding you lines. I'm gonna be like, tell him we come from a land down under.
Oh Lord.
I wasn't going to go there, but I had
I'm
to.
in for this.
Yeah. No.
Hold on.
That was good.
It gets better.
In fact, okay. We come from a land down
It's not
under.
that.
It gets
Hang
better.
on. Hold on.
And she's
Are
thinking
you
I'll do
looking
that.
up the lyrics to that
I
song?
I did. Where women glow and men plunder. But we don't plunder.
Can't you hear the thunder?
The
Hear the thunder.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
All right.
You better
I
run.
apologize.
You better take
Let's
He
cover.
try
looks
that again. I have Tinkerer stuff that you don't have,
he
and with the tear of a god.
is like he's like stuff from the Tinkerer. And he's like the Tinkerer himself or one of his alternates.
My Tinkerer.
Well, an alternate then.
No, the
No,
original.
my Tinkerer is the best Tinkerer.
He's like he's like and he looks skeptical and he's like what do you have?
Send them the list.
Send the list.
Oliver, you have it all ready for transport, right? Except for our super secret extra stash.
Yes.
I'm thinking that at you. I'm not saying that out loud on comms.
Thinking it at you.
And I think it back to you because I can do that.
Yes, you
He
can.
doesn't even need any jewelry to do. He can just do that.
No, but my jewelry is, man, my crown's like 4 years old. It's all dusty and cracked up, but it works. Anyway, so yeah, we send him a list. It has, the flares on it and all the, well, not all the random stuff. A lot of the random stuff that he made. And the cross kicker sidewalker 9000.
And he kind of
Ooh,
looks at. Go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
What were you gonna
No,
say?
just make sure that the genetic samples come first. Those are the, thing that they'll be like, maybe you
Yeah,
do have something we want.
they kind of look. They kind of look through it a little bit. And he looks he looks a bit skeptical, and he's like, "So you come, you come with this stuff for what reason?"
What
To
reason to
glow and
trade?
plunder. Sorry. No,
He's like,
I didn't say
Well,
that out loud.
"You come to
to
give
trade.
this to us?"
No, we come to give it to Mother Task.
He goes, "I represent Mother Task."
That's crazy. I didn't realize that Mother Task could look like someone like you. That good on you.
He just kind of looks. He looks kind of slightly annoyed, and he's like, "Represent." He's like,
All right,
um,
so while I realize you represent Mother Task, for example, I would rather be speaking to the actual Tinkerer right now than anyone else, so that we could just bypass a lot of this. Just as you would rather not deal with me at all. So, while I can deal with you, I still want to talk to Mother Task, and if that's part of what I'm selling to you is time with Mother Task, then let's call it that.
"No one speaks with Mother Task. If you want to negotiate, you negotiate with me."
I think at everyone that's on the bridge, and I'm like, I really wish Shava would call. I'd feel way better about attacking if they were here with us. And then I go back to him, and I'm like, then let's negotiate.
He's like,
I'd prefer to do this in person, but currently I can't make it to the planet.
"Well aware. Now, what do you propose?"
Drinks.
"I meant for the trade. I've no interest in sitting down with drinks with you."
Okay, so you know what I'm here for. Let's not lie to each other. That's something that neither of us like, and you know that well. So, the Xander unit.
"Why do you want him?"
Well, you see, he knows things that I don't know. And I already have one, and I've been told that there are at least 1,000, or sorry, 13,586 of them. So getting the first one seems like a way cooler thing to have in my possession.
He's he's like, he says, I think he kind of looks at you. He goes, "And the Dominion of the Black. What is
Oh,
your relationship with them?"
well, for example, we just threw what, 8 of them? Oh no, how many did you actually get out?
12.
12? Well, technically, we just disposed of 12 of them, and it caused a whole big thing on the ship. And there's like a little angry dude that's plotting my death on the ship right now, but right now I don't see him as a threat, so we'll just let that go on. It's one of those kind of days as far as that goes. But you should know that I'm fighting against the Dominion, just like you. Unfortunately, it's for completely separate reasons. I don't even really care about the universe, but there are people in the universe that I care about, so it's a double-edged sword.
And how did you make your way here?
I told you with the chair of a god.
And he kind of looks at you. He's like, that has the stink of being very vague.
Well, I also have a, what's the word? A unknown alien species in my possession that produces enough psychic power that we have dimension jumped multiple times. In this ship even.
I'm a witch warper.
He
And we
just kind
have one of those.
yeah, he's like,
Actually, we have like 3 of those, but that's beside the point. I
Gotta
digress.
collect them all, man.
I was gonna, like, you know that the Zai that I am likes to collect one of everything. So,
and the Verthani woman?
she got pissed at me. Technically, we're having a spat, and she stole the ship that's currently on your planet.
He's like, he goes, I don't know if I believe much of what you say, but if you're fighting the Dominion of the Black, maybe we can do business.
I would like to destroy the Dominion of the Black as soon as possible.
Yeah, he
So, there is the one thing that we certainly agree upon. Maybe not for the same reasons, but fuck everybody that fucks up multiple dimensions. You know what I mean?
and there's kind of a long pause. Is like, I still don't think I believe all of your story about how you got here. That's a security risk. Let me confer and give it some thought.
Okay,
Remain
and when
where
you're
you are, and
conferring,
if you remain where you are, or we'll blow you up.
I cut the feed
I
before he
hang
has
up
a
on him
chance to
before he
cut the
does.
feed
Thank
mid
you.
laugh.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, this is gonna be obnoxious. Click.
There's yeah, Zai, that was the very much, you're like, yep, that was the slough genetics coming out. That was
Right.
that was some sort of insane slough thing going.
Okay. So, if we still have access to the cameras, let's
Mhm.
see if we can make some sort of rudimentary, like, um, what? Not binary code. Morse code. Whoever Morris is in the Starfinder universe, we use his code with the cameras and see if we can get someone to notice.
Well, I'm gonna cut back down there here real quick.
Okay.
Xander, have you been helping with the computers, or are you just or is Shaba just dealing with it by herself?
So I'd walk in and be like, "Hey, you want help? Time to get on the road. Or have I done enough?"
What do you mean?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, all right. So you've been helping Shaba. It's taken you guys quite a bit to get through, but you've managed to. You're able to get communications breakthrough now. You're able to break through the communications. Xander, you're very aware that they copied they copied whatever data that they could, anything revolving around Slough, and anything revolving around the Dominion of the Black. and quite a bit, and pretty much anything you had on file here that had to do with the Volatesh. Like basically anything interdimensional, anything that had to do with Xander 1, the Dominion of the Black, or
So they got nothing.
so they got anything to do with Sleph as well. So yeah, they've got
Because all the personal stuff to do with the artifact and all that, on my own personal research, it's on my personal data pad.
Right.
It's not left on the ship.
Right. So they got basic stuff. They got what you had about Sleph, and anything you've got about interdimensional like communications. They also took any and all sensor readings, any passive sensor readings from when you guys from the Spitfire, from when you guys transferred over, like several days worth of logs of passive sensor logs. You would guess that this is probably them trying to figure out how you got here. But yeah, they've copied quite a bit of data, and they've kind of poked around in almost all the systems. Let's see, but you do have access to communications now. You've managed to get your communications access back, and sensors. So,
Well, Shallow will do a sensor sweep.
all right.
Then you can contact Zai. I'm quite sure Zai doesn't want to talk to me right now.
All right. Yeah, is that just something Shabbos is like, yeah, you call Zai.
Yeah, you call Zai. I don't want to deal with that phone call right now.
Yeah.
All right, or sit down at the computer and be like,
I mean,
huh?
literally, you would have to
Hello.
All right. So you have the Shaba, your sensor sweep picks up elevated like magical readings all across this place. You can't get any kind of readings from the detention center itself.
These
Like
black
that
holes.
shield, whatever it is, seems to block pretty much all physical and magical communications going in and out.
She's not surprised.
Yeah, so you're not, it's just basically a big blank spot on the sensor readings right there. You do find out that there is a cruiser in orbit. In fact, there's a couple of them, because one of them is the Stellar Flare. Um, I believe the Stellar Flare is cruiser class, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, one of them is maintaining perfectly synchronous orbit over the detention center, and it seems to have um, a lot of other smaller ships flying around it, like fighters and shuttles and what have you. Seem to be patrolling the area around it, essentially. But yeah, it's kind of what you're getting here. Other than that, the rest of the rock appears to be more or less barren. The planet down below may have more interesting stuff there, but the moon, all that's here is this detention center.
Yeah, that's all I'm worried about right now. It's that
All right.
detention center. And I just go to Xander's like, yeah, they're up in orbit. Yeah, go ahead, talk to Zai.
Okay. Starts from the inside. Dial up the Spitfire.
Yeah, dial up the Stellar Flare.
Stellar Flare, yeah.
Well, we thought with Aki, you said you were on comm, so you communication coming in from the Spitfire.
This is the Stellar Flare Mortuary. We flare them up and then we burn them down. How can I help you?
Hi, how you doing? It's fun
My
to hear your
goodness,
voice.
Xander, you're all right.
Oh yeah.
You want a mohawk?
You had doubts?
Uh, to be honest, severe ones.
That's sad.
What do you need, boss?
Well,
Yes or no?
the initial desire of the getting Xander 1 was unthinkable.
We are working on it. We're doing some negotiation. We talked to this Flep guy, a real weirdo. I didn't like him. I feel, he had one of those eyes about him. The kind of a guy who drinks and handles mercury regularly.
Oh yeah, I know several of those people.
Yeah. So, well, captains, what you want to talk to the captain?
Yeah, sure. See what he has to say.
Captain, it's your ex-wife calling. She wants alimony, and I patch him through.
Fucking with talking.
Being beautiful.
Hello?
How did he know I turned into a lady for a while?
Oh, you finally used those serums? Hi, Xander. Do me a favor. Put me on intercom.
All right, there you go.
Shaba's going to check the engines.
Nice. Yeah.
Nope, not talking to him right now. Nope.
Snookums, you're not supposed to steal the ship. All you had to do was say you were taking the ship because you were tired of me wasting time. All right, Xander, take me off intercom. Report.
So, well, now you know where Xander 1 is, but we
Yeah,
tried to get him. And
diplomatic relations, it probably won't go well. How close is she to having the ship back to fucking able to leave?
oh, she's back there working on the engines now, so.
Well, no, she was doing that so she couldn't hear whatever I said.
What? She wouldn't do that, no.
Yes, she would. I've known that woman for a long time. Now, as soon as you get your scanners back online, send us what's going on so Ryan can try and help out from here. I mean, she is kind of rusty on her engineering down there.
I would tell dumb shit what to fucking do, but he's no help. He just wants to shoot me in the face.
Oh yeah, he's whiny. You need to pay him way more money than you have to get him to do shit he doesn't want to do. Hello loyalty. I'm glad to see you made it, proving effervescent in survival. So how do you feel, loyalty?
Like someone who's being dragged along on something that is completely unprofitable, completely, totally annoying,
Okay,
and dealing with folks that don't seem to know what they're doing. How are you?
that's my everyday, sir. So, since you have this overwhelming need to protect Xander, can you use that to beeline to the other Xander if I remove this Xander from the area?
He goes, no. First of
Okay,
all, there are some details you might want to know. They have, they don't just have technological countermeasures, they have magical ones. Anti-magic bursts, magical sensors, cameras linked to arcane technology I can't even fathom. Just getting
right.
out of, once we were discovered, just getting out proved a pain. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I appreciate that. Um, Also, did you not expect clone sloughs to have pre-gap technology forged with actual technology by this point? Um, as far as it goes, if you had an army of them and you could control them, you could probably take over an entire universe.
You,
Currently, I've opened negotiations with these guys. Um, they're probably going to turn on us, of course, but until they do, you guys try and get the ship back to working and get the fuck out of there.
he's like, he's like, I think they're working on that already. He says, we're not probably going to want to stick around here too long.
No, just the ship that is currently in orbit above where you're at is so ridiculous that if I could have, I would have left then. But that would have meant leaving Xander, which is why I'm still here. And while I won't stop you from shooting him in the face once this is all said and done, he's still a friend of mine, so that's why I'm here.
But he just kind of shrugs. He's like, and he's like, oh, well, he goes, the sooner we're done with all of this and I can go about my business, the better. He goes,
All right, I'm ready for you to just be an annoyance that sometimes shows up when I need you.
I'm ready to not show up whether you need me or not. And he just kind of was like,
That's what the money is for. Anyway, goodbye. Click.
he's just like, yeah,
I ring Xander back immediately.
yeah.
All right, so what else did you have to report, Xander? I'm sorry.
I spent 2 days in the cave while these two abandoned me. So technically, he should short circuit.
Okay. So yeah, you heard what I said. Get the ship together. Get off of there. Also, if you hook the holo projector back up for the VI can help too, and it'll take less time.
There's a VI on this thing? That's cool.
Yes, he was being sneaky, and then he stopped being sneaky. It's weird. Anyway. Good luck, Amy. Lee. We're still trying to be diplomatic.
Don't die.
Did they find what they were looking for?
Negative. That's why we're still trying to be diplomatic. I'm sorry. I thought you should have been listening with me.
Well, I was sort of listening, but I never did
Oh.
hear that the plan for getting what they wanted, the Xander one.
Okay, so they failed at their attempt to secure Xander won the Shaba way. So we're going to attempt to do it this way, and when that doesn't work, we'll probably do something chaotic like attack.
Check.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it does not take Shaba, it doesn't take long to get the engines up and running. They didn't really do much to the engines. I mean, there was some level of they might have taken a couple of things apart, looking at them and whatnot, and just not put it back together. But they didn't destroy any pieces or sabotage it in any meaningful way.
Yeah, that was the other thing I would have suggested while I was talking to Xander was make sure you do a security sweep, see about all they booby trapped.
So,
I mean, slush are paranoid.
they are.
At least all the ones I've been with.
Give me a perception check.
Zai?
No, Shaba.
Oh, sorry.
Thank
I
God.
just hit the button.
Yeah.
Vesa, you notice the second guy on the left is actually playing Space Tetris instead of doing anything else.
Cool.
Shaba,
She goes over and watches him as he plays the game.
Shaba, you come across a couple of like tracking bugs, and you're able to get them pulled off. And you're able to get them pulled off. And I think it's like you finally managed to get the ship flight ready, ready to take off. And Shaba?
Yeah.
Yeah, you managed to you find a couple of bugs, managed to get them disabled, and you've got the ship ready to take off.
Oh, I let Xander know she's good to go.
All right.
Time to meet my maker.
So we're flying back up there. Do you think they're gonna let us leave the planet
Oh hell no! So
Net
you
out.
better be flying good.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Um, so as you leave Atmo, a number of fighters break off and follow you like a silent escort all the way back to the stellar flare. Like they don't fire on you. If you check the sensors, their shields are up and their weapons are powered, but they make no move. But they don't fire. They just
Does this ship have like a little window out the side that I can wave at them as they're hanging out next to us?
I'm sure there's a couple of observation spots where you can see out with, round windows.
I wave at them as they're flying next to us, flying the ship back to the others.
Hmm.
you the you manage to get back up to the ship, and there is you do finally get an answer back from Inquisitor Flep,
Hi, Flap.
and he's like, we'll make the deal conditionally. I need detailed specs on whatever you use to get here.
Wasn't part of the deal.
We also need all of that technology. We also, he says, also upon your return to where you came from, we need all of that technology removed
I don't plan
from
on
your
coming
ship.
back here ever again. So I don't see a problem with that part. The first part, pause.
Can we tell him about the Dutchman? No, that's a different game.
No,
The Jerry? No.
no, but
Charlie.
it's still cheering. Melp.
Are you having fun?
Yeah,
You just hit all of the branches on the way down to that thought.
I did.
Oh, are you talking about Charlie that travels through time with us?
Yeah. No.
Sometimes
What if we? It's
use Charlie as the
Charlie.
excuse. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah,
Charlie
yeah.
is an
All right.
excuse.
Why don't we
So
just
I definitely
say we'll
need
give
you
him
to
all the
help me with
schematics
the blup.
and then
Well,
send
for
him a
how
whole
we
bunch of pictures of that girl?
got there, though. I mean, we have to. They want something, and they're not going to back down. So
Oh,
it's
then
going to
send him
be
a picture of
so.
Melp too.
No, we don't want them to
No,
know
no.
Melp is on
No,
board. Then it
when
turns
we're
into
on our
like a
way
thing.
out.
Well,
Um,
maybe after we've saved the universe.
yeah.
There's
I don't.
also
I
a
don't
thing
want
on the side that I might do depending on how this works out. So,
Yeah. Let's say that Chunder Bucket Charlie kicked us over here because he's got big old goals and dreams. And if you got a problem with it, take it up with Charlie wherever he may be. Because homie Chop, let me just talk to him. Let me.
well,
Can
yeah.
I talk to him?
All right, yeah, but tell him that Charlie gave us the technology
Oh, well, I
because that
was
way we can still. Also, we might want to put Melp in a bulkhead. Luckily, we have the deluxe bulkhead, so they're
Well,
a
he's
thicker.
good
already
idea.
disguised.
I
Yeah,
know,
but
but if they're gonna end up coming up here, then they're gonna end up being like, "Oh, look, another isekai," but he
right.
vaguely looks like a different skin. Yeah, no,
I still think he should drink like a serum of sex change, so he's not him.
I thought we did
Um,
that too, probably. I
did
mean, that
we?
gives you another plus 10. So,
Yeah,
like with
all of
everything
it.
I do, it's like a plus 40. So I give a plus 42 on or taking 20, and then all the minuses are like roughly right about there. But you get a plus 10 if you change your sex. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll feed Melp some drinky drink, and I'm gonna
Well,
hop on.
if you try to give him a serum of sex shift, his reaction is like, um, that's
No, we're
that's
talking to Melp.
yeah, Mel.
wow.
Sorry,
Why
I
is
went
Melp
back into
trying to talk like that?
no. I think Melp would probably be like, problem with that is genetic structure doesn't work too well with those. Um,
Oh,
Hmm. Okay.
the We've never
Okay.
figured out what the hit. We've never figured out quite what the hitch in that is, but something about the way that our DNA is reconstituted from materials from the original samples and
Well,
Oh, I
Okay.
get it. It's like a Jello mold. So if you try and take things out of the Jello mold, you break the Jello mold.
mm,
I'm just kind of hungry, guys. I'm really drawing at straws here.
It's
it's
alright.
like,
okay.
Somebody get
You're
this man
doing
some
great with
sugar.
that,
Sorry,
dude.
somebody get this bug slash
Fungus.
fungi some sugar water.
Ooh.
I'm fading fast here.
Uh, wh- Where's Todd? Todd,
Check
you're
his
not
blood
doing
sugar.
anything right
Check
now.
his
Get
blood
Todd,
some
sugar.
sugar water.
Fucking Todd.
Todd, you motherfucker, give this person a drink now.
Yes, ma'am.
yeah,
Right away,
I
ma'am.
Mm,
think,
yeah,
I think there's
I'm gonna throw
yeah,
him out an airlock. I want to get on the line with homie. So first,
yeah.
real quick, we're gonna mention Chunder
Okay.
Bucket Charlie, and then
Oh,
what are we
and I
gonna? We're cool with all the shit that they want us to give us everything when we leave.
are you bluffing?
I'm asking you. Is that what they
Oh, well,
want? They want us to give them everything when we leave?
Well, they want like
yeah.
I think basically the idea is like, and this is probably something that would probably come out in the details of the negotiation is they're going to send they're going to send agents or possibly a ship to follow you back to your home dimension, and once there, they're going to want to disassemble the equipment and take it back with them. So it's not so
Oh,
you don't.
neat.
Yeah,
Got it. Okay, yeah.
that's kind of how they want to do
So,
that.
Got it.
Melp,
I'm
how do
gonna
you
do a.
feel about that? Are they going to know it was you? I mean, I realize this is all happening between like door or walls and stuff because he's definitely not in this room with us. Um, but he has a tiara on too, so long as he's
Well,
in like the elevator, it's fine.
he's like, I think he would point out, well, if you if you have them uninstall it while we're after we make landing back at your home planet, I can disappear into the city before they come over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean,
So if what I mean is are they going to be able to tell it was you that set this up?
that's hard to say. There's a possibility they'll figure out it was a rogue agent. Um,
Mm.
my,
As long as you don't
I'm,
sign your
Well,
name, you're
we're still
fine.
going to
he's like,
blame Charlie for it right now,
he's
so
like,
we got that going for us.
well, he would probably point out, he'd be like, you're not going to want to blame Chundabuck at Charlie. They're well aware Charlie doesn't use technology as in that way. He's only the mad tinker and those who know his technology and the
Ah, I
study
see.
of his technology could have replicated what I did. There have
Okay,
been
Zai,
other
you get to
rogue
talk to him. Then I've got
agents.
nothing.
Says there have been other rogue agents that have occurred, and every now and again somebody will develop technology that's adjacent enough, but usually they're pretty good about keeping this stuff out of the hands of outsiders. They likely suspect a rogue agent, although they may not know it was me. It's a rather short list. He goes, he's like, he says, uh, you could potentially blame it on your your version of the Tinker leaving enough notes behind and understanding enough of what they found. Maybe
That'd
I
be
don't
pretty
know. That
badass
might
if
sell.
yeah.
Me, 'cause they might
Okay.
buy that. He goes because you did have one of the Tinkers. If they're
Yeah.
gonna believe
It's been a long
anything
time.
outside of Rogue Agent, they'll believe that they might believe your Tinker
Mm.
did some work that
All right.
somebody was
So
able to work with.
they explained to them that I was formerly trained in engineering by the Tinkerer and all that stuff that Melp just said, without using Melp's name in the conversation, and then work your magic for everything else.
Sorry, I left for ice cream. I say all of that, and then I do this,
Holy poo!
and then I
Don't
Nice.
do
forget your
this.
D8 plus 2.
I'm working on it. I'm gonna do that. So it's a 51.
Crit combo.
So I think the I think it takes a little bit of a while to negotiate down. They're still fairly suspicious about how you gained about the technology to get across. Um, they're like they're definitely like they expand their stipulation that um, Zai is not to pursue this discipline like interdimensional travel beyond what beyond this. Like once they disassemble like the engine and the dimensional
Well,
engine and whatnot,
once the DOB has been destroyed,
they're
I will no
they,
longer care. I
they're
just want to go fishing.
yeah they're but outside of that, they agree to most of what you have thought up what you have in principle at least. Like they're not going to do anything, agree to anything that disadvantages them, and they're suspicious enough that
Mhm.
that that any lies or bluffs that whether they believe it or not, they're still suspicious enough to hedge their bets to some extent.
Well,
Um,
and I realize that they're going to try and do all that. I'm hedging my bets
but
too.
um, the way they have the transfer of to set up, it's to be um, your Spitfire is supposed to meet one of their shuttles, like at the halfway point between the ships, um, and
Mm.
their fighter escort will hang back.
Hmm.
But they're basically like, if we're going to do this deal, we're going to do this deal right out in the open, where if things go sideways, we're going to start. Um, and but it seems like your read on it, Vesa, is it's going to be a tense exchange, but as long as no one gets trigger happy on your side and no one gets trigger happy on their side, that it'll probably be smooth.
So we're
That
fine.
means
Got it.
that means somebody with good diplomatic skills or good person people skills is
Well,
probably going
if
to need to be on the Spitfire to make the keep the transition smooth. And you're probably going to want to have like your most level-headed teammates, team on there. You don't want anybody that's going to, you
wait,
know,
so if they're wanting to do the exchange of information and all of the vials of Slef and the flares and stuff like that, then we only need the VI to fly out there.
mm, that's true-ish, but that's basically, then you don't have anybody on in person to validate, validate what what they're giving you, that's actually Xander one.
True enough. So, Vesa,
Hmm.
I want you to
Yeah.
stay here.
Why?
Um,
I'm not level-headed enough for these little fucking motherfuckers.
no, but I already told you I don't want you to die.
Oh, well, I mean, no,
Champagne,
yeah, it's fine.
pizza. I want you to come with me though. Tixpit, Lee.
Ah, see, you
All
don't
right.
want her to die, but I am fine. Listen, actually, this is probably better than what I was in anyway. I'll come with
Yeah.
um,
I apologize, Wasaki, if I've seemed a little out of sorts today. I'm ready to get back to a regular dimension. This one is just a little too weird even for me.
Seems a little hostile, but I've been in worse. Did you know there are dimensions that are filled entirely with plasma?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
don't go
Team
there. I
Zero.
I accidentally did. It burned my eyebrows off. You see, they never grew
Uh,
back.
Oh God.
I like it. So,
One thing, Cap. If
yes,
we let them take us out of this universe and take our stuff, how do we get back here and get to Xander 1?
Xander 1 should be with him.
yeah, Xander one will be in the exchange. Like when you guys send the way the way they want the deal would necessarily work is the exchange of Xander one for the genetic material and technological, like, artifacts from
Darn
Slef,
it. I forgot to
and
mention that.
that would all happen on the shuttle exchange. Then their idea is that you travel back to their dimension, your own dimension, and they send a ship to follow you, and then thereby subsequent take apart whatever dimensional drive you have, and leave with it. Like they're basically like, we'll make this deal with you, but once we're done, we follow you home and we take away your keys to get back into this dimension.
Yeah.
Is essentially how it works for them. Like you'll be getting Xander 1 in the deal. The rest of it is basically because they're paranoid. They don't like they want their
Polnack.
private.
Should we bring someone who can determine for sure that it's Xander 1?
That's probably a good idea.
And Xander.
I'll volunteer.
Well, you just got volunteered.
We
Alright,
could take
so that's
we could
6.
take Loyalty 0. Isn't he programmed to
Loyalty's gonna have
not
to
kill
come, so that's
Xanders?
7.
Well, yeah, loyalty would
Oh, that
goes
is a good
wherever.
call.
Well,
Xander,
loyalty
if you can
goes
shoot it,
wherever.
or sorry, Loyalty, if you can shoot it, then it's not a real Xander, right?
He is. One would assume he is.
Okay, so
This is not
then
exactly
Xander.
clear to me either.
Let's see, what's your regular fee for the day?
Yep.
Like 11,000 credits right now?
He's like, I'll take 11,000 for the deal.
Alright, so he's gonna be here and safe with all of my people, so I want you to come and see if you can shoot this other Xander in the face. So
He's
I
like,
will now deduct 11,000 credits from my sheet.
yep. And he'll.
There you go, buddy. And we head out to make the deal.
All right.
Though, if anyone was following us here, this would be about the time they'd show up.
Inquisitor Flep is. I think he will go to this personally himself.
Oh yeah. I remember to take Twinkle's Sluff card. Oh wait, no, this isn't a real one. This is still just a close one.
So
Forget it. If it's not the actual Mad Tinker, I won't have him sign it.
there's a but yeah, you have your team, and maybe the exchange is as tense as you expect it to be.
Oh,
Go ahead. What are you
Twinkle
saying?
says he's coming too.
Oh, Twinkle's gonna come
What?
too. Okay, awesome.
No,
That's
no, no,
what it
no, no.
says
I was
here.
talking to Vesa.
Oh,
She's like, I've been
Vesa.
left
Yeah.
behind. I'm like, it's okay. Twinkle's with you. You're not
Yeah.
all alone.
I don't want everyone to
He's coming
die if the
too. I was
spot
like,
goes
"What?
sour.
So Twinkle, the short version is that Shaba stood up to 2 tanks and beat them. They freed Xander. They got back. The Spitfire flew back up to the ship, and they're currently making a deal with the Inquisitor Flep to trade off Slef's genetic material and technological artifacts that have been left behind in exchange for Xander 1.
Wait, so we're all just friends now?
No, we're not
No,
friends.
No.
not
It's a
friends.
tumultuous
It is a
relationship.
very tense trade-off, and they've driven a hard bargain as
no.
to. Yeah.
I'm talking
Oh.
about are we friends now, Shaba?
Oh, we haven't even begun to deal with Shaw.
Yeah, that has been one of those things where there's other things that have been going on, so nobody
Are we
has to
friends
press
now?
We're trying
Is
to
that
save
how
the
it's
universe. We don't
going?
have time for that.
Yeah,
Which reminds me, did Shaba stay behind?
Absolutely not. She's hiding somewhere on the Spitfire.
Oh, good. That's probably for the best.
well,
Okay.
Oh no, if you're going out there, she's staying behind.
Oh,
okay.
no. Oh,
Well,
oh,
then
you're staying
you gotta deal
behind?
with them.
You
Yes.
are locked in the cargo hold.
No,
You are
No, I
not
think
lock her
allowed
in the
there.
cargo
this
hold.
space.
She'll just get out, and if
I
she
don't
can't hack her
care.
way out, she will burn her way out.
Honestly, like at this point, I just want to make it as inconvenient as possible for you to find a fucking toilet.
Twinkle's
Like that's
not
where I'm
gonna
at.
let you be petty. Twinkle's not gonna
I-
let you be
what?
petty like that.
And I'm okay, fine. And then
No.
I'm gonna be like, but Twink, like
Just
she.
leave a ball in a glove.
Don't call
and
him
I'll be
Twink.
I know I
Don't-
did. I
no,
did that, didn't I? I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, that
No,
was.
no.
Okay, but Twinkle. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But
I forgot
Twinkle.
what that
He's
was.
actually quite hairy.
Extremely. It's true. You're not quite there yet. Can't I just be petty for like 2 seconds? Just like This bitch.
Withaki is going to look at Vesa and go, "What did we talk about?"
We talked about having a little more understanding and loving ourselves and a bunch of other stuff that also means being a good person even though you don't want to be because situation means you have to be. But
I'm
like,
glad you
can
two
I?
had a conversation finally.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
amazing.
Why is that? You do realize I left willingly.
She went to Brainiac camp.
Huh. I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
Xander,
I don't think the
I'm not
ship
even.
left willingly.
I'm not even focusing on the fact that you went willingly, Xander. That was your decision. I'm upset at the decision that locked me in my own hallway.
Yeah.
Actually, that was really weird. We were locked in the med bay and thought some shit was going on. Oliver tried to experiment drugs on me again. I told him no. He was polite about it, but it still makes me feel skeeved.
All
That's
right.
the thing he does.
He's going
I'm
to
sorry.
send a message to Oliver, who I'm assuming is busy, and just go,
Yes.
consent.
Just
In the
That's
ethical
great.
field of science, it is necessary. It is required. You know this. I know this.
Oh, hey, by the way, can we weirdly, retroactively, since we've had so much time, and Vesa is a petty person, uh, since we've had so much time between then when Shaba stole the ship and now when Shaba is back, oh, we're so bless your heart, we're so glad you're alive. In those times, can I have like bulked up security like a motherfucker and also revoked all of her access to everything? Like, bitch does not have fucking access to
Vesa,
shit. That's
Oh,
not
that's not
cool.
bad. I thought you were going to leave a puddle of Vesa piss in her room.
Well,
No, but
I
that
don't
sounds
have
like
a
a great
room on
idea.
this ship.
You don't.
well,
That's right. That's the
Twinkle's
only reason
gonna.
I mean, in the
you
brig
did
there,
that.
she's going to throw you.
All
well,
right.
here's the thing.
Technically,
After you guys are
it's
done with your scene
fantastic.
here, Twinkle would like to talk to Shaba.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Vesa, you can do all of that, but it's that same thing as like it's the same thing as trying to lock Nurks in a room. Shaba has
Fine.
the skills.
Yeah,
That's
that's
I'm not concerned about
You're,
the skills that
you,
she has. Like I said, I
yeah,
just want to make it
yeah,
unfucking comfortable. Like I
yeah.
want her to swipe a
It's
fucking
passive
key
aggressive.
card and
Yeah,
that bitch can't get in fucking anywhere. Like
yeah.
just
Just a
oh,
passive
Yeah, give
aggressive
her 10
thing.
minutes. She'll be back in the system, no problem.
Yeah,
you,
she's like,
I will fucking actually throw you out of an airlock. What is
no,
combat rules against players?
no, no,
The
no.
combat rules is she's going to beat you. You're Vesa.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
no,
I'll fucking get up
not your
until I
Vesa.
don't.
She's going to beat you. It's Shaba. She's going to beat you.
I was gonna
I
say,
mean,
It's
yeah.
it's a Brian character. It's going to beat you.
No, I know. I'll keep
You
getting up
never
until I
met
don't.
Shaba when Shaba just blew up a space station for the well, not for the hell of it, but
I know. I
No,
want.
Qualu was being mean to me, so I threw a fireball at him. Just because I blew the bulkhead out.
wasn't.
I want Shaba aware that I am being 100% petty.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I know it's gonna be
yeah,
fine and she'll get in and do her
uh,
bullshit all over again.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
But in the process, I'm gonna be petty and I didn't tell
Getting
Twinkle.
inconvenient. Yeah, just like
Like there's no toilet paper in any of the bathrooms that she visits. There's none. And like the automatic hand dryer doesn't fucking work. So she can wash her hands, but now she has gross wet hands for like 5 minutes unless she wants to wipe it off on her clothes. Like basic petty bullshit. That's what I'm doing because it's like I can't fight her even though I want to. Like I don't know, what's Shaba's favorite food, Brian?
She really doesn't have any.
Oh, okay.
She eats
Like
just about
Especially
anything.
since she stopped taking drugs.
oh, well,
uh,
maybe I'll like
Yeah, when you're
casually
taking
leave
that
some.
much drugs, anything looks good.
Maybe I'll casually leave like a small brick of hyperleaf like in the airlock.
Asa! Withaki would be very disappointed if you tried to get one of our associates back off the wagon.
Oh, Oh, she's not gonna have time to fucking smoke it. I'm gonna push her out of an airlock. That's what I'm doing.
No.
With Thuck, you would also
no.
be mad if you pushed her out an airlock.
I know she would. He would. I know he would.
Do you want
Hey.
Withaki to be mad?
You know,
No.
Vesa, you've said Vesa
Yeah.
can be saved. Does
Vesa can still be
want
petty.
to be saved?
Vesa does in
She's
most
going
cases,
down
but she's
that.
very
She's
annoyed.
going down the wrong path real fast.
There's a difference
Technically,
between
saying
being
it out
petty and
loud is
murdering
better
people.
than doing it.
I mean,
Right.
throwing someone out an airlock isn't murder. Then
I'm not gonna do that. She wouldn't fucking go. We already know she's too smart and she wouldn't go, which means I'm not gonna waste my hyperleaf on that bitch. Oh, but all my hyperleaf's fucking locked up. All of it. All the fucking drugs. You want drugs? You think they're in the
Locked
spot where
up.
they should be? Bitch, they not. Like it's just
Okay, technically,
petty.
Shaba's been stone cold sober for like 5-6 years, depending
Well,
on how long she's been dimension and time hopping.
okay, well then maybe I'm just constantly smoking weed in front of you then. Because that's funny.
because
Yeah,
that's
whatever.
funny.
It's mean. It's mean.
Yeah,
That's a
it
mean thing
is.
to do to a person.
That's like taking
period.
someone who's got a gambling problem to Vegas.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
A
that's
bit.
okay. I won't. That's a little too far from petty. Now it's just cruel.
Yeah.
But I still stand by what I say about no toilet paper and the automatic hand dryers don't work. Fuck her.
So
It's funny.
so I think yeah, let's get that Twinkle and Shaba scene. I
I
mean,
was gonna say no. If you finish your guys' deal first.
well, I think
They're
like
there.
yeah, I think maybe the deal essentially ends up being like there's not a whole lot said necessarily. It's tense and uncomfortable. But
I
like
seem
it
very
goes
relaxed.
down
I have my mask off. I'm drinking.
it goes down fairly well. The rest of your crew, like, there's a tension in the air. Like, is it they're gonna double tread? What are they gonna do?
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
completely believe that up until we get back into the stellar flare.
uh,
And by the way, should we mention while we're there that I broke the tier, so my engine doesn't work right anymore?
What?
you broke what?
The tier is technically broken, which is why we were worried about being able to get back in the first place.
Yeah, there's but
Oh,
that's not gonna assuage them. They're still gonna want to they're still gonna want to get you out of their dimension and get the stuff that allowed you to get there.
well, right. No, I understand that. But loyalty, can you shoot him in the head?
He pulls out his pistol, his parallax laser pistol, aims it, and he squints his eyes, and a little tension the tension in his finger, and he goes, "Nope, guess not." He goes, I'm not real comfortable, and he goes, I'm not real comfortable with there being people I can't shoot in the face. And he puts and he kind of looks as disappointed, annoyed as he puts his gun back.
Hey, you
So
just got
Welcome
paid
to my
11,000
life,
credits to
loyalty.
try to shoot somebody in the face. Either way, you're still 11,000 credits richer. Now, Xander 1, my apologies. This is Loyalty Dash 0. He will be your protector whether he likes it or not for the rest of this voyage. We'll talk more once we're back on the big ship. I'd like to go home.
yeah,
Yeah, and I look
Yeah.
at Xander 1 and I go, wow. Well, I guess I should have expected the family resemblance.
I was gonna say, run some scans on him. Make sure he's not brain dead.
Yeah, I'll make
I
some.
mean, he hasn't said anything yet.
I'll make a mysticism check to see if there's any sort of. Well, first of all, you know what I'm gonna do is gonna be a detect magic, and then a mysticism check, and I'm also gonna use my digital harrow deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna use my digital harrow deck.
Has one of those.
Say what?
I'm glad somebody finally has one of those.
I've already used it in this campaign too.
Yeah, he has.
Oh yeah.
So
either way,
yeah,
I mentioned it now.
Gonna use the digital harrow deck. My question for Portent is this the correct Xander 1 that we are looking for?
Yes, yes, it is.
Excellent.
What?
All
We
right.
can't just outright, hey, how you doing, dude?
Oh no, I'm trying to talk to him as I'm kind of checking him out. Let me do that mysticism there to make sure, and I've got to detect magic going. Oof, bad roll. Bad roll.
Pizza, are you a scholar?
No, cultist.
Hmm.
Um,
What if I help out a little bit?
I don't know, maybe. Well, shucks, count mine as the help roll.
No, you got to do it. I know stuff, but you are actually the mystic. It's kind of like Sluff was the engineer, and I know how to build guns.
all right. So, what are you guys trying to accomplish here? Sorry, I was busy typing. And
Wasaki was doing a mysticism check to see what he could discover. So,
um, really, with Aki, there's not much that mysticism's necessarily going to tell you about the Xander one.
And the detect
You,
magic? Is there magic I'm detecting?
uh, there is Xander one was given over to you guys in a capsule. And there you detect some magic off of the capsule. He's
Okay.
that explains why
um
he hasn't been talking this whole time.
Yeah,
yeah.
I fuck with the Harrow deck. I like kind of scan him a little bit, and then I look at the cat and go, yeah, that appears to be our buddy.
Yeah.
Well, not buddy yet.
Let's
Soon to be
get there.
buddy.
It's Flep, right?
Yeah, it was Inquisitor Flip.
So, thank you for this business transaction. Whenever you're ready, we're ready to go back to our home dimension and give up the extra technology that I developed with my Slef's technology.
All right. There is as you guys are as you guys are getting back onto your like
On the
as
solar flare.
yeah, back as you guys are kind of like heading back to the stellar flare and their shuttle is heading back as well. Um Ashira, you are sitting at your science console
Yo.
and huh?
I said, yo.
Yep. And this all at once come through the this all at once comes there is a whole lot of alarms and you said there is a there's suddenly a whole lot of alarms and just out of the like seeming like a major rift seemingly opens and there are a bunch of Hell Knight ships that pour in.
Oh,
And
fuck.
you recognize
Whoa.
you recognize Captain Cordrum's
Oh, you
fucking
son of a
flagship.
bitch.
His you recognize Captain Cervantic Cordrum's flagship. Alarms start going off every on your console about these sensors. Do you like hit the red alert button here? This
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That feels like a problem. Like,
yeah. Do you express do you, like Vesa is still and Twinkle are on the bridge with you?
okay.
Do you say any?
Uh,
Do you say to them? What's up?
yeah. Well, I don't. All I probably have to do is point at the ship. Probably wouldn't even have to say anything.
On screen?
Well, you bring the do you bring the visual
The
image of
shit.
the ships
So
up on screen?
Yes.
probably says
Yeah,
something along the lines of, "Well, I guess that conversation with Shaba is gonna have to wait."
yeah. And I want to get a quick a moment here, and I want to cut over to something else real quick. Um, Mad Tinker is surrounded in a room that is wholly constructed. It looks like the very internal core, computer and power core of a space station of a ridiculous size, and finds themselves looking at and finds themselves looking at the like all of the glowing lights all around, and there is a
Mhm.
voice that comes on. There is a voice that comes through, and it's like, "You have finally returned. Like you have finally returned, and now we must close all exits to this universe, to this dimension."
Doesn't that seem like a bit of fire hazard? Actually, no, I don't really care.
It's like you must never leave. The Zai must never leave. The Shaba must never leave. The Shira must never leave. Do you respond to this?
Yeah,
The f-
I have an issue with most of those points.
Yeah.
I would like to offer a few contradictors, such as "fuck you," "suck my dick," and "go die." Roughly.
Jesus.
It's like,
He's
so what do you,
back.
so what do you have here to
What?
stop Mother Task? Like,
Oh, absolutely. Um, Now is the Mad Tinker in like an area where is he on the back foot right now? Is he kind of like in the middle of an area? Is he surrounded? What's the story?
well, you're in what looks like a computer core, right? So
Uh-huh.
there's lights and blips all over the place and whatnot. There are no there's nothing obviously threatening here,
I
and
see.
the voice is disembodied and coming through the the sound system, which pairs
I
with what
really.
you
Oh,
have
go
an
ahead.
which pairs with what you have an understanding about Mother Task and what Mother
Yeah.
Task or who Mother Task
Yeah.
is.
The best that I can do for you right now, for you and your world dominating plans of whatever the hell. Okay, first of all, the hosers that look like me are just that, hosers.
And as he's doing this, he's like typing away on a keyboard, like partitioning sectors to be like locked off. Second,
Okay, yeah.
I got really fucking good at writing computer viruses about 3, 4, 5, 6 years ago. And on top of all that, here's my favorite part. I'm gonna be able to put you on a flash drive, and then
This
I have a hula girl, and
you're you're
plus
you're
music.
you're
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 breaking up.
breaking up
Yeah, we
so
Ah,
can't
bad.
hear
damn.
anything.
It's
Damn
because
it. Fuck
it's
this
just
mic.
the Slef voice too, unfortunately. Whatever EQ you have is just like, nope, all of that is extraneous.
Yeah.
If I'm back here, does it work better?
Yes.
Works
Yes,
better.
actually, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
2, I'm very good at writing computer viruses. I did that a few years ago and got pretty solid. And 3, I happen to make a cute little Bluetooth hula girl. You want to be playing Oahu, Hawaii all fucking day? Because I'll put you on a flash drive, bitch.
Well,
and he's just hacking this whole time, just trying to
all right.
like lock her into the smallest partition possible.
You as you're kind of looking around and like closing this off, like there's like alerts and alarms going off, and there's all kinds of like flashing lights, and as you're going through all of this, like you look over and you see in the corner what looks like a janitor's cart.
Hey, I look and I go,
My destiny.
and I just run over to the janitor's cart, grab the grenade launcher from underneath, and go, anyway, and just lobs a massive fucking grenade at the wall to create an exit hole.
It was like, yeah. And as the Mad Tinker heads towards the wall and whatnot, there is a like the hole in the wall and what have you. There is a stop, but we must. The railroads are rigging your that no, but there is contradiction of logic. Time dilation does not match up. Years, millennia, 6 millennia, not years, millennia. But abandonment, leaving, no. and like there's just like all this fragmented like like the detached voices just there's like cycling through a whole lot of different things, and it's kind of hard to tell exactly what they are trying to say and what exactly is going on. um
The Tinker
and
is
you
going to. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
I think the Tinker is going to stand on the edge of this hole, look back, and go,
Okay, take your time, gather your thoughts, come back to me whenever you're done. I'm fucking leaving.
and is just going to start leaving.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how does what does this look like?
Oh, I think that the new bucket has a saddle just like the old bucket, but this one got to a high enough level that it has a fucking rocket strapped on the back. So the Mad Tinker hops on this bucket, goes,
All right, BUCK3T, fly!
and then just into the fucking sky on this goddamn rocket propelled janitor cart.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
um Yeah, on your like as you're flying, like as you manage to like, and maybe we get like that really dramatic scene of like the Mad Tinker flying through all of these like on this cart, flying through as explosions are going off everywhere, and you're just flying through like hallways and then through corridors and tunnels and this, that, and the other, until you come out the other side, and we see like this constructed planet with explosions popping off all around it, and you see in front of you exactly what you were told you would see when you finish this job. You
Right.
see the fleet of the Cosmic Curve Cabal, or at least part of it, a small portion of. You see like um, over like you can see the moon, the detention moon from where you're at. It's coming up on your scanners and whatnot,
Yeah.
and exactly where you expected to find them, and exactly what you expected to find. Inquisitor Flepp's ship, the detention center, the stellar flare, the Spitfire, and Captain Cordrum's flagship, and his whole detachment fleet of Hell Knights. And you know that there are some people who aren't supposed who are it's not their job to it's not their fate to be here right now. It's their fate to be somewhere else. So
Yeah,
you
and
have been told.
and he doesn't give a fuck. As he is flying out, he clearly takes time to, instead of pay attention to the relevant things, looks behind him, sees all this explosion, and probably the final shot we get is of him just laughing, just as just a single like fucking glassy tear just
I'm kind
like
of glad
goes
that
down his
that broke up
eyes.
and I didn't hear any of that horrible laugh.
Oh yeah. Gotta love
Yeah.
my microphone fucking cucking me on voice acting all day. But yeah, he just like lets loose this huge laugh as you see like the explosion just kind of like radiate in his eye. You know what I mean?
Right, right. Cool. Yeah. And I think let's see. Uh and I think that might be a good spot for this evening to call it. And we'll pick up next week. Uh, so, does everybody want to send me your Player's Choice Awards votes? Uh, and we'll get started on sign off. And Brian, do you want to start us off?
Sure. I'm Brian. I played Sharp and Young tonight. Um, yeah, we're back on the Stellar Flare. I'm quite sure there's a few people who aren't happy about that, but you know,
I hope you are so uncomfortable.
sucks to be them. Cy will forgive me once we meet up. Maybe. I don't know. We're going to
Maybe.
have a lover's spat.
I was gonna say we're gonna have a lover spat, and then of course I'm going to forgive you.
Yeah, which is
Mhm.
typical Cy. It's their dance. Let's see. Also on Thursdays, you can find me in New Amsterdam playing Connor, the solo mercenary that wants to find out what this whole moot's about and what's this potential fight that might be coming up. Because that sounds like it's right up his alley, especially if his new toy shows up in time. And on Sundays, I run Gloomfall, a D&D 3.5 game where everybody's in the Underdark. They've already gone through phase 1 of their fight with a whole bunch of spiders and driders. But phase 2 through, well, until I actually tell Myrna to stop rolling d4s, then we'll see if it ends. And this Saturday coming, I am starting a new campaign called After the Bomb. It's Twilight 2000, 4th edition. It's set right after World War III, and it's pretty well going to be a survival game because, man, there's not a hell of a lot left. The nukes went flying. And that's it for me.
Alrighty. Xander, you want to go next? And I still need Players' Choice Awards votes from Win5, Zai,
Nice.
and no, I got Ashiras. So,
I sent you a player's choice, you cretin.
did you?
I sent it
Sent one to you.
immediately.
Let's see.
Don't make me call you a knave.
I am.
Oh,
I am not a
apparently
knave.
didn't send.
Okay, then will I have to call you a jackanape?
A jackanape.
Mhm.
I don't know about all that. But Xander, go for it.
Okay. So, Scott, I played Xander. And, hey, I got to have fun and try and be kidnapped. Yeah. That was weird. What else am I in? Monday, Thursday, New Amsterdam, where, hey, if I was playing my original character, I would have gotten my head shut off. But now I'm playing his brother. So I didn't get my head shut off. I got a job offer. Okay. And then there's Gloomfall, where I died. I fell unconscious, and then I came back to life and I killed the blinky little spider.
We made a pretty good team there.
Yeah.
For some reason, that's all I can think of because my brain, I think, broke.
Your brain is broken.
Same.
Ew. Ew. All right. Who's next on the list?
Can I go? Can I go?
Yeah, you can go. You can go.
Hi everybody, my name is Miro. Snows win 5, get 1 free, and today you caught me playing with Aki the Seekers and a special guest cameo, a very short notice, Matt Tinker. Very excited about it. Get to scream in slap voices, and my microphone is mad about that. You can also catch us on Thursday, where I will tell all of you, if you have not watched an episode of New Amsterdam, this is going to be a phenomenal episode to come in on. It's going to have a lot of stuff about the gangs, the situation, and kind of explaining what's going on and redoubling on what the new goal is, right? Or what the current goal is. So if you are a newbie to New Amsterdam and want to see me get real mad about capitalism in the form of running a game, then come on and check it out. It's actually really fun, and all my players are nothing but goofballs. This coming Saturday, I'm going to be in After the Bomb as an absolute piss and vinegar folk punk motherfucker. That's going to be fun. I was in Gloomfall playing the absolutely batshit crazy Madame Yenvrath. She's insane, and it's really fun to play her. And that is me.
All right. Who's next?
Go.
Okay, go for it.
Hello, I'm Amy Gedden. Today I played Vesa. Vesa's petty. Amy's not petty. I'm not like a petty person. It's very hard to be petty. I will find reasons though. However, I do find that bathroom shit really hilarious. Like how disappointing. Like just you can't even be mad. You're just like motherfucker, and it's like you're having a bad day. All right, Amy's a little petty. It's cool. It's cool. I'm also in. What else am I in? Hold on. I'm in something on Wednesdays. Over the Horizon on Wednesdays. That one's loads of fun. And then I'm in New Amsterdam on Thursdays. And that one's lots of fun. And this one's lots of fun. Honestly, this whole channel's lots of fun. You guys should be watching more of this. And that is me for now. Oh, hold up. I opened up my Etsy shop again. It's a
Yay.
thing, but it's not Nerd Art by Amy anymore. No, it's Hype Graphics LLC, cause we got an LLC, bitches.
Hype, hype,
That was
hype!
me.
There you
Hype,
Hell
go.
hype.
yes. Hell yes.
All right.
Nice.
Thanks.
um, right on. Next on the list.
I'm the Computer King, the gentleman supervillain, and I was Lee, who flies the ship and sometimes plays bodyguard for Zai, and comes up with ideas like, that guy who can't shoot Xanders? Maybe we should bring him to make sure that's a real Xander. Uh,
Wait,
also on Thursdays, I'm I'm in New Amsterdam as well as Payne Dexter, who quotes movies at inopportune times and had just had his first taste of actual, not grown in a vat, not soy fake, not plant-based meat. Amazing.
don't you fucking let it get to you, though, sir. That's how they get you.
All he wants to do is just make sure that recording of him eating it gets cut out so that he can play it anytime he feels like tasting it again.
You know, Trixie will do that for you.
It's not quite the same, but if he pairs it up with eating some regular crap, he'll probably be just as good. And other than that, if you want to learn some more about the darker side of human sexuality, you can go to your podcatchers and look up Computer King. That's one word, Computer King. Just like Supervillain's one word. And you can find my podcast, Into the Dark with the Computer King. You can also find me at computerking.buzzsprout.com. Adults only.
All right. Who we got left here?
Sure, I can go.
Okay, hi.
So, had I known everything was going to kick off, I definitely would have gone and talked to Shaba beforehand. My bad. I didn't realize that was what was going to happen.
We will
Hello.
definitely get you that scene next week.
Oh, that's fine. Hello, everybody. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today, you caught me at the tail end of Monday Night Fire Shrike, playing Twinkle Bailey, the isekai that is currently going, oh, Hell Knights. You know, we just had one of those. Why'd we throw it away again?
He tried to kill our king.
No.
Okay, because he cheated trying to kill our king.
He cheated.
No.
All right, let's back up for a sec.
Who brought the missiles?
Who cheated on every level before then?
Technically, do you know that?
I've reviewed the footage, motherfucker.
I've reviewed the footage.
There you go.
That was pretty decent. Continue.
You think you're gonna pull one over on me? I've watched the VOD. Anyways,
I love you.
some special announcements for today. If you would look at the bottom of the Twitch page, all of our lovely viewers, you will see that there are now links to our Twitter and our YouTube. If you go to our YouTube, you will find out that there are links to our Twitter and our Discord and our Twitch. There are Discord links on all of our major socials. Come, join us. We want to talk to you. We want to meet you. We want to get to know you. And eventually, we're going to rope you into playing some D&D games. That's just how it goes around here.
Yes.
But, special stuff aside, you can also find me this Wednesday running Over the Horizon. Thursday playing Lucky, who is going to be at that moot, and it is going to be something. I am not prepared. You can also find me on Saturday and After the Bomb, and every other Sunday, or yeah, every other Saturday after the bomb, every other Sunday on Gloomfall. And that brings it back to Monday. That's me.
Awesome. Next up to bat.
Hi, I played Zydonite. It was a lot of fun. My friend Purple Codex sells stuff, and so does my friend Amageddon. That's on T Public. Purple Codex stuff is epically made, not ethically made. And you already heard everything about Amy's Etsy. So there's that on the Purple Codex.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
kind of thinking. I was
I
kind of.
felt that, man.
I was
Yeah.
like, dude, are you okay? Did we do something that
What
bothered you?
happened? It was
What's
so
going
sad.
I just don't like Twinkle being mad at me, so it's okay.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
on? Okay.
Twinkle's not. All right,
Oh,
all right. Twinkle's mad at Zai. Twinkle's not mad at
Yes, I
you.
know. I know. I know you're not mad at me, sir. But yeah, you do a
Oh
good
my
job.
god.
All right. I can't like re-vote for you tonight, so next week you got me.
he's already
Okay.
changed his vote once already.
I can't even.
Yeah. All right,
um,
but on to Purple Codex.
Hi, I'm Purple Codex. I just waved at the fucking computer like you could see me. I don't know why I did that. Fucking Christ. Yeah, cam's not on. It's just
It's
hi.
okay. I do that shit all the time.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Purple Codex right now. This is all I'm in. I have been streaming a little more lately. Well, I say that, but the last couple weeks I've worked like a shit ton of overtime. Shit, the day before yesterday I worked 12 hours. That is way too long to be inside a Walmart store.
really? Because I slept for 12 hours.
I was so sore when I got home. Let's see. I honestly don't think I have anything.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that.
So does that make it win 5?
um,
No, wait. Did he already go?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yep. So that I believe brings it back to me. So bookkeeping first. Everybody gets 5,000 XP. Today's Player's Choice Award winner is Xander, because apparently talking shit to to your enemies is lovable. So you get an extra 900 XP. All right, and let's see. And we get like just as a little fan service here, we get a little cutscene of somebody on the a crew member like wearing the stellar flare their stellar flare uniform or whatever, trying to go to the bathroom, and it asks for an ID card to be access to the bathroom, and they just look at it and they're like, the fuck? And another guy walks by and is like, I know, apparently some new policy or something. He's like, just swipe your card, it'll let you in. And then the alarms go off, and then we cut away.
Fuck you, Shaba. Like I hear the alarms go off and I just cackle. Like
It's not hurting me, it's hurting your crew.
it doesn't matter. It makes me cackle anyway.
This poor guy was just trying to go pee, and if he didn't have to fucking swipe his card, he might have gotten a chance before the attack came in.
Oh no.
And now he doesn't have to pee anymore.
Well,
No.
maybe he does. Who knows? It depends on if he's looked outside and seen what's approaching. um, I am the Justa King the Justa King Zerat, ladies and gentlemen. If I can talk, because words are hard, and I do a lot of talking. You can catch me here on Monday nights for this crazy insanity, this madness. is the Fire Shrike. You can also catch me every other Saturday for Gloom Fall, where I play Gorgork the Forge Spitter, who sets up the battle plan, and then when phase spiders drop in the middle, just starts hacking away with a goddamn axe. Um, and every now and again, if you stop by my channel of Zerat on Twitch, you can catch like some videos of me playing various video games. Often, some wrestling or some Sims or something. Might do some Sims this week. Keep saying I'm going to do stuff like this, but I've been having a lot of fun with Sims lately, so I might just put that on, do a video or two, do a stream. Other than that, that's all we've got for tonight, and let's get an RIP Fern and get out of here.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Fern.
Fern.